Whew. Now, when I say I'm back and we are back, I mean it. Yo, what is good, people? Ben from Lover of Tech. And welcome to the first special edition Tech and Chill Show Unplugged live stream. And we are going to be talking about our almost 1 week later review of the Galaxy S24 Ultra. Yes, this is pretty much what we would call 5th generation Ultra, Note 20 Ultra, right? Oh no, actually 6th generation. We're talking about S20 Ultra, Note 20 Ultra, S21 Ultra, S22 Ultra, S23 Ultra, and now S24 Ultra. And of course, we do have the pull-up gang right here, 3 steps back, with the S24 Ultra on the right, which is the latest bad boy that isn't even out yet technically until the 31st of January. And then we've got the previous one that was released and announced on the 1st of February, officially released on the 17th of Feb. And then of course we've got the S22 Ultra. Wish I still had the S21 Ultra, but I had to go back. But yeah, we've got the boxy shape new generation of the S series all cheered up. But of course, we are mainly going to be talking about this new titanium brand that is the S24 Ultra and why it's already my phone of the year. Cry about it. But I mean it when I say this is already my phone of the year. And we're going to go through that. And when I say it's my phone of the year, I'm not talking about it's perfect all the way through. Oh, no. If you've never been here before, you've not seen our special edition live streams where we review the best and the latest products, especially when it comes to phones. You know me, I give it 100% all the way through. I'll tell you the good, the bad, the ugly, but the amazing as well. And what really goes here, what really goes in the feels and what touches in the feels when it comes to having such a product and an experience where Samsung are in their bag when it comes to having a masterclass in refinement. I repeat, they are in their bag when it comes to a masterclass in refinement, and this titanium built, framed, with the new Corning Gorilla Glass armor for the front and Victus 2 on the back, the new satin matte finish, the glass finish at the back, the completely flat display, baby. Let me tell you this right now, they are in their bag. So we're gonna break it down, we're gonna really talk about my experience of it so far since getting it. And it just to, you know, bring a bit of context in terms of my journey with the S24 Ultra so far. I had hands-on with it on the 11th of January in Las Vegas. Spent about 2 hours with it there. Then went to San Jose. Had hands-on with it again on the 15th of January. Of course, went to Unpacked. Videos went live for both Sam Mobile and myself here at Lover of Tech. Got my review in it, and boy, we started putting it to work already. So if you've not seen the videos, man, get to know. The definitive, and when we mean the definitive camera comparison, you know what time it is. We had that locked in. We were shooting that from San Jose. Most of the daytime shots, all of the nighttime shots, boom. And then of course, just before this live stream right now went live, we just had the ultimate and the extreme battery drain test just go live as well. So we've got the best referencing. And by the time anyone is recapping and watching this, would have had the ultimate charging test live as well. So the definitive camera test, the extreme battery drain test, and the ultimate charging test all locked in. So you know exactly what you're getting yourself into. And you're getting the Snyder Cut edition of the review live stream on this special edition Tech and Chill Show live stream where it's unadulterated, no cuts, straight talk, where you get to know everything of my experience of it for a good amount of time right now. Yeah. Almost 1 week later. We say almost because you know what? I was crossing the lines between time differences and, you know, I thought let me just put the almost. Right, people, what we're going to do is we're going to jump into the comment section, say hi to everyone quickly, and get into the main crux of everything. That is the S24 Ultra. And boy, oh boy, this is what we are actually going to be talking about right now. Whee! Look at that. Corning Gorilla Glass armor at the front. Yeah. I'm liking that. All right, cool. I'm seeing people popping up. We've got 50 concurrent viewers. Head up to 54. Share it out on socials. Let your friends and family know. If they're interested in the S24 series, the top end Ultra, still waiting on the S24 Plus and S24 to come. We're blessed with Exynos again. So let's just put it out there and say that. All right, let's see what's good. Let's see what's good. Let's see what's good. So let me... So, take my pain away. So, man, whenever I come back to Windows management is so much better than a Mac. So let's see, late. Yeah, of course, man, we do it this time. Special ones are always past midnight in the UK. Hello, oh yes, hello, it's 8 a.m. in Vietnam. What's good? Hello from Vietnam, man. Like, we're global now. What's good? Kevin Barry, yeah, can't wait. What's good? 5 minutes past 1, but still made it. Join everybody. Oh, wow. Appreciate that, man. 5 p.m. in Las Vegas. What's good, Vegas people in your house? Yeah. What's popping? Stayed up late, bro. Yeah. So don't stay up late, bro. We're up late. 4 a.m. in Kenya. What's good, Kenya in the house? What's good, people? Michael Pepper Tech. What's good? Yes, 5 p.m. in Second Home, California. Yes. I do it to favor you lot, to be fair. So... My East Coast, Midwest, West Coast people on the Western Hemisphere, come on, let's go. Carlos Rodriguez, I'm gonna need you to do a quick run to your computer. We got some merch coming for that, people. Those that have been privy to a preview of the new merch designs that are coming, right? Quick run is one of them. That's gonna sell like hotcakes. Watch out for the merch drop, coming limited runs, and we're gonna be doing that on a regular basis as well. So hopefully you'll be seeing that coming through and you'll be able to get that, man. Once you do get your quick run merchandise, whether it be t-shirt or hoodies, man, make sure you're posting it and showing some love with that, man. Tag us and we'll repost. Yes, sir. Technically, you, bro, you will never let me live it down when it comes to live streams. But you know what time it is, baby? First one of 2024, full energy. We're coming in hot. 8 p.m. in the East Coast. Yes. Great content as always. Yes. And down, we in the building. Yes, my bro, Tech Kim Mike. 8 a.m. Indonesia, bro. Cheese, Indonesia in the house with the $9.99 super chat. Yes, baby. $10 super chat in the house. Appreciate you. The Tech Kim Mike. First super chat of 2024, baby. It goes to you. Much appreciated, my bro. Let's get the year started off right. And you know me, when it's on my watch, we are going to be doing it right and we're going to be doing it properly, bro. I appreciate the super chat, man. Thank you so much for that. Much love, much appreciated. That natural titanium is good. Yes, it is the best color and my favorite one, no doubt. But all the colors are really good. DJ Conspiracy, yo, Kadesh, what are you saying, bro? What are you saying? You're in the house here. You're trying to expect me to make sure that I'm doing the right things. Yeah, okay. It's cool. I see you. Welcome into the house, bro. Appreciate you being here. Much love. Yes, we've got the video. Please, thanks. Yes, bro. It's sounding excellent. Yes, it sounds exciting. Of course, got the blue titanium coming tomorrow. I like that special edition color. Having this much energy this slate is crazy, man. So much effort put into. Good job, my brother. Yo, you guys are my fuel. You're my energy, man. When I see it, it's motivation. So I'm always give you the best. And of course, if you're here for the first time, if you've never seen a Tech and Chill Show Unplugged special edition live stream, we are streaming this in crispy 4K ultra high definition UHD. So if you've got the bandwidth and the capacity in the device, make sure you select higher than 480p, which is SD, standard definition. Go up to 720p, try that, which is HD high definition. And then if you go there and you think, I need a bit more, go to 1080p, which is FHD, full high definition. Boy, if that's still not enough, heck, you've got 1440p, which is QHD, which is quad high definition. Whoa, if you want all of it, it's 2160p, 4K UHD for the crispiest live stream on Tech YouTube right now. Yeah, baby. Still got it. I saw this article today about the release. All right, cool, no props. Hello, sir. Having the green coming in tomorrow. Haven't seen anyone with that color yet. Yeah, I like that. Curious to know what it actually looks like on the website images. Love your testing, so always good stuff, so in depth. You're awesome. Keep it up. Really appreciate it. Are the review embargo is different? There's no embargo. Remember, Samsung does not give us the devices 2 weeks or 3 weeks early. Everyone gets their review units on the same day. There's no embargo. Once you get your review units, you can just start doing the reviews as normal. I've already posted 2 reviews. We're doing a review now, which is live stream. I posted a camera review. I posted a battery drain test review. There's no embargo once you're giving your devices, man. The definitive camera test, you know what time it is, baby. Thank you. Thanks for sharing it, man. 1 minute difference was so close, absolutely. And you're going to see the charging test tomorrow and see where the real difference is. Live from the Philippines. Battery link there. Appreciate that, Mike. My guy, Conspiracy, yes, Kadesh. Boom, 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 boom. Can't wait to get my devices, man. I can't wait. Hello, share this with your friends and family. You know what time it is. 70 concurrent viewers. What color do you reckon is the best? What do you call it? Titanium grey, in my opinion. At least Exynos is looking good this year. That's why I need to get it in and test it, because that Exynos 2400, I don't know yet, but let's get it in and test it. Already Galaxy S24 Ultra Titanium Black looks sick. It does look sick. It does look sick. But for recording videos, it's quite difficult to expose for the black colors. Order the Sammy exclusive green. Check out the links and catch up on what you've missed. Of course, hello from Brazil. Do the Ben, what's good? Hello, T Black. Hello from France, 2 a.m. and greetings from Australia. Nice. From down under, baby. J Robber, what's good? Can't wait for you to hit 1 million subscribers. Hey, let's see, man. Let's give ourselves a couple of years. Hopefully the algorithm and you guys showed me some love so we can get there. Really appreciate the support so far. Philly in the building, Philadelphia, baby, on the East Coast. What's good? What's good? In West Philadelphia, born and raised. Hi, from Winnipeg, Canada in the house, baby. 8:15 in Maryland. Yo, globally was showing up 9 a.m. here in the Philippines. Yes, bro, you think it's worth the upgrade? Absolutely worth the upgrade compared to the S21. South London in the building. Yes. Yo, everyone's showing what time it is, man. South London. What's good, brother? Kadesh is really wanted to show people that he's about it. All right, we're in for a good one. Yeah. Bumsy, what's good? What's good? Yes, I got you, bro. Appreciate that, man. What's your personal phone model last year? S23 Ultra. Personal phone since way back has always been a Samsung Ultra. Now, the business line is affordable, but a personal phone, that's always an S-Series Ultra by the looks of it, man. And it's 5 years running, not missing a beat. What do you think about the S24 Plus? Don't care much about it. It's low-key gonna be my favorite. It's probably got the best display. I just don't know about the Exynos 2400 yet. I'm gonna wait off, give my full energy, and once I get it, I'll test it and we'll make the judgment. Never seen you live. The energy's off the hook. Yeah, baby. Yeah, here for the first time. You're in for a treat. I'm telling you, you're in for a treat. No one's gonna give you this type of quality and extensive reviews on any and everything. And yeah, you're in for a treat when it comes to the live stream. This is the best version of myself. Trust me, the real ones know what time it is. Cool, what's good? Great job at the camera and the battery comparison, very insightful. Cheers and a giveaway as well. Yes, of course. Nice. Trenton in the house. The artist formerly known as Tech Rant in the house. What's good, Trenton? Yes, Mr. Marshall. Appreciate you being here. Hello from Germany. I'm in Germany this Friday, Leipzig. Appreciate Germany in the house as well, but the Germans do understand. Yeah. You're the GOAT. Me? Listen, I'm just trying to be a simple man that loves tech passionately and wants to express it. Is it more than 45 watts? No. Hey, how's everyone doing? I have the 1 terabyte Violet coming. Can't wait. Yes. How are you doing? 8:15 p.m. in Pittsburgh. What's good? Titanium grey is sexy AF. Boom. We've got through the comments. Now it's time to really get down and dirty and talk all things related to Galaxy S24 Ultra. And I've said it and I'm standing on it and I'm telling you, you can cry about it. This is already my phone of the year. And I'm telling you, where I am right now in my particular journey as a tech content creator, right? I'm not easily impressed when it comes to smartphones, especially these traditional metal slab phones that are not foldables. I'm not easily impressed, right? So it takes a lot. And to impress me, it takes a lot, but it's not about being a perfect phone. But you just have to hit certain things across the board and have a feeling, an affinity, and a care that says a lot that you mean business when you're going above that £1,000, $1,000, €1,000 price point. And boy, Samsung, you've been in your bag when it comes to a masterclass and refinement for making these ultra devices. And right now, to me, you're in a league of your own. This answers so much issues I've had since the S21 Ultra. We're here now. Lord, we're here now. Imagine, we're here now. S21 Ultra felt like yesterday when I was in Dubai enjoying portrait video mode on a selfie camera in 1080p with no stabilization. Now I've got it in 4K on the selfie, 8K on the zoom, 8K on the 1X. Bruh, you don't know so many things that's going through my mind when it comes to the experience on this device, man, but we're gonna break it down. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna go through the things that are really important, starting from the outside and working our way in. First, we're gonna be talking about the design and the build quality. What's my experience been like actually experiencing what it's been away from all the marketing that they've talked about, and then also adding the marketing, what they've talked about in terms of the titanium, Victus 2 glass on the back, first generation and first device to be using Corning's new Gorilla Glass armor at the front, which is meant to be 4 times more shatter resistant, 75% more scratch resistant against your normal standard aluminum silicate glass or whatever they was talking about. The display, was it the right decision to go all flat and move away from all the curviness that they had started from what they had way back when, right? And even how they had it quite subtle with the S23 Ultra, had it very pronounced with the S22 Ultra. Was it right for them to go from this to this? We're gonna be talking about the display experience and everything that's related to the S Pen experience, right? And also them going flat, the specifications increase, everything that comes around it. Wow, okay. We're gonna be talking about all of that. Then we're gonna be talking about the specs of the performance when it comes to all things related to performance, efficiency, battery, and everything that comes around it, right? How does the performance really hold up? And of course, we've got some games that we can go into, which is Asphalt 9, which is my game of choice. We're gonna be talking about what the split is in terms of how the system on the chip works with the platform, how it moves and works, right? Then we're gonna go into the camera. Boy. The camera experience. Where do I even begin? Where do I even begin? I'm starting to repeat a lot of stuff like Dr. Umar does. Where do I even begin? Lord, have mercy. Where do I even begin when it comes to the camera experience? All I'm saying is, if my definitive camera comparison between the other two big boys, the iPhone 15 Pro Max, the Pixel 8 Pro, couldn't tell you enough of what was good, boy, we're gonna recap it, and we're gonna be talking about the things that I'm just blown away that they pulled off. They're not so good, they're fine-tuning in between, but overall, what a masterclass. What an experience. When it comes to the camera experience, right? Phenomenal. And you have all seen, bro, I'm telling you, go back to the days when I was doing camera comparisons with the, P20 Pro. Yeah, I was doing camera comparisons with the P20 Pro. I'm gonna show you. I've been about that like for a minute. I don't easily get impressed when it comes to camera, and this system here, Samsung, you're finally doing it. You're finally doing it. I'm still gonna give feedback on what I think the future holds and what really is gonna define the Ultra experience when it comes to the camera, but right now, yeah. You seen all those lenses options that you're getting there? Brother, there's a lot happening. Software. We're gonna be talking about all things related to One UI 6.1 and all things related to Android 14, One UI 6.1, everything being based around AI, the experience when it comes to onboard AI for things like the translator, the interpreter, live translate, note assist, web summary, circle to search on Google, which is just like really good. There we go. Circle to search. The AI generative based, photo editing features that you get on there. We're gonna go through them. I'm still getting to grips of experiencing them. And of course, there was a fine print talking about they're gonna be free for a certain amount of time. So we're gonna be talking about the software experience, but away from just the feature sets alone, this feels snappy. Wow, this feels hella snappy. It just feels chef's kiss. And just further solidifies why One UI is still my favorite Android version. As much as I respect the Pixel experience and the aesthetic looks of it, man, Samsung has just gotten to the point where they can just brute force and just make it refined. And on top of that, Vlad, can we just talk about the fact that they already led the pack with pushing things to 4 years of OS generation version updates. Now they're talking about 7, including security? Vlad. It's a race. It's an arms race now. It's an arms race between who's gonna honor it the most when it comes to the seventh version How close is it going to be to the full Android experience of that current flagship phone compared to this? Oh man, this also brings the question of being one of the most important Android phones to ever be released. To go from what was usually maybe yearly when it comes to old Samsung and Tizen and TouchWiz, to 2 years if you were lucky, 3 years, then 4 years, and then now 7 years. This is why competition is good, and I can't wait to see how far it goes. And then, of course, we're going to be talking about the battery experience. What's my battery experience been like in terms of my January usage and also my controlled environment, because now we have incorporated a new series which is called the the extreme battery drain test, which is the third one that I've done, and that's on the S24 Ultra. We're going to be talking about the battery experience and, of course, the charging experience as well, how that's going to be looking like, and of course, wrap it up and give you my thoughts initially from this 1 week almost experience of what we have. Now, once we go through each section, I will try and get through to the comments. But just to make this experience as smooth as possible, yeah, I am seeing your comments right there, but I'm gonna delve into it and really let you know. So as Cypher would say in the Matrix when they were hacking Neo out of the Matrix, Morpheus gave him the red pill. Call me that right now. Like he said, baby, Kansas City is about to go bye-bye. Let's start this. What do we have here? Design and build quality of the Galaxy S24 Ultra, right? You've got several colors that come with it. You've got the black, you've got the, the yellow, you've got the natural, the titanium gray, and then of course you've got the titanium violet. I've seen all of them, experienced all of them. I've had my hands on with them. Of course, go watch my hands-on video on the S24 Ultra where I showed all the colors and my experience of it. And I'll just say straight, this titanium gray is my favorite color. You can't see it on the camera right now. You can probably to an extent, but depending on how the light hits it, there's a slight sheen and color change when it comes to gold, where I really, really, really love this. Let's really break down what has really changed generationally. And I think context-wise, with the S23 Ultra and the S22 Ultra, it will give you a better idea of where the progression has gone. You can see it from a very, very, very heavily pronounced curved screen to a much more subtle journey to what you have here with the S23 Ultra to this. And the biggest thing you're gonna really see is it's not just the curve change going to a much more flat design, but also now going from a glossy frame to a matte frame, a satin matte frame. Look at that. No yucky fingerprints, man. And them making a completely flat display. Look at that. It's completely flat, baby. What does that basically mean? It basically means you're gonna have a nicer time with things like this. Screen protectors. And obviously, not sponsored, but if you want a quality screen protector, man, it's gotta be Whitestone Dome. It's gotta be Whitestone Dome. It's always gotta be Whitestone Dome. It's expensive, yes, it's got a bit of a price tag on it. It's a bit cumbersome initially to install, but it's absolutely worth it. You're gonna have a better time with things like this. But you see, away from screen protectors alone, what it basically means is less screen glare. You would get a lot of light refraction on the edges that you would see, right? No, not with a flat display. So then making a completely flat display, you would think they would have actually made the edges completely flat. No, 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 no. Look at it very, very, very carefully straight on, right? There is a nice, subtle curve bulb there that makes it feel so good to hold. It feels so good to hold. Oh my goodness. This is such a subtle thing. It's not so obvious. But when you look at it, right, there's enough of a curve that hits here to here that when you hold it without a case, This phone feels criminal to put a case on it. I kid you not. You're gonna be very, 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 very upset to put a case on this. This is, and I'm gonna say it, the nicest feeling Ultra phone Samsung have made. This is an even better feeling phone than the iPhone 15 Pro Max, even with their version of titanium. They have knocked out of the park. This design, I do not care what anyone says. I have no complaints with this design. Yeah, you caught me. I have zero complaints when it comes to this design. This is arguably the first phone I've held that I have zero complaints about. How much am I going to complain? Am I going to complain about the sharp edges? Nah, brother. Maybe because I've got really rock hard, rough sandpaper based hands. Cool, I can handle it. I don't feel this corner edge being as sharp as how other people are making it. But this right here, this right here, yo, the handling, phenomenal. Matte finish, phenomenal. Now, just to clarify some few things, Samsung have stated that the titanium is just for the frame. They've not stated what grade titanium it is. And it doesn't necessarily add less weight as such. It has made it less of a weight by like maybe 1 gram, but the weight distribution is a lot better. The weight distribution is a lot better. Look at this thing under the camera and the light, man. This thing is gorgeous. This thing is gorgeous. I'm going through it. This is a masterclass of design, man. I kid you not. I've not felt this excited and happy about a phone's design, right? Since, I don't think since, the Galaxy S7 Edge? Galaxy S7 Edge, probably. It's crazy. It's crazy. Samsung, you sick. You lot are sick. You lot really pulled out some extraordinary stuff here when it came to the design. Completely flat display. The bezels, the borders are completely slim, completely symmetrical, completely even. Okay, I'm gonna try to really be picky. Maybe I want the S Pen back on the right. All right, we're gonna start getting picky now because I just don't like the idea that this is such a perfectly designed device and you're not gonna call me out that I'm just gushing over something that is okay, let's start getting picky. I want the S Pen back on the right, Samsung. How about that? Okay, give me my S Pen back on the right. What else? Give me the headphone jack back. Now I'm reaching. You see how much I'm reaching? Give me the IR blaster back. How about that? Actually, you know what, yeah? Really do bring back the IR blaster. I miss that stuff. Yeah, please, bring that back. I actually made that as a joke, but now I kind of want to, yeah, let's have words. Bring back the IR blaster. Headphone jack, I was reaching. The S Pen being on the right side, I'm just reaching. But bro, bring back the IR blaster. That stuff is useful, not gonna lie. I'm speechless. I'm actually speechless. This 10 out of 10. You couldn't pay me to complain about this design and build quality. I kid you not. Cool. You know, would it be good to know what grade titanium is? Yeah, maybe for your ego and your measuring, contest. Honestly, I don't like, do you know the only reason why I put a case on this boy? Obviously to protect it. But the case that I have is MagSafe compatible. This doesn't have MagSafe. And I'll be honest, I've got a standing magnetic, wireless charger that honestly is very useful. And when you get used to having a wireless charger that you can stand and still use in some capacity, video calls, message and stuff, having a wireless charger that lays flat, it becomes very redundant. So yes, okay, maybe I would love to have MagSafe. So the only reason why I put this in a case is, I put it in a case that's MagSafe compatible because honestly, I hate to admit it, I wasn't a fan of MagSafe from the iPhone 12 series because I didn't really get it. I get it now. MagSafe is very useful. And I hope Samsung does incorporate that. I'm just putting it out there. That's kind of like an I was wrong moment for me personally, where I thought MagSafe was pointless. MagSafe is very, very useful. It's way more useful than you think. It's low-key underrated. That's the only time I dress this phone in a case because it has to be a MagSafe compatible case. I'm not putting it in no dingy normal case. If you don't have MagSafe in it, forget it. Nothing is getting dressed in this unless it's MagSafe and it's clear. Because boy, apart from that, you could not pay me to complain about how good this blood. Samsung, you murked it. As we'll say in the old school, slang term, you murked it, you bodied it, you duppied it, you worked it. 10 out of flipping 10 when it comes to the design and build quality. And you lot can call me like, oh, you're simping, you're getting too excited. Bro, do you know how hard it is for someone like me to be impressed with the amount of devices that I get, that I'm lucky to touch base and use? Listen, you don't come onto Lover of Tech and be impressed easily. And I'm telling you this right now, Samsung, bravo. Flipping bravo. What an achievement to get here. How are you gonna get better than this? Like, I need to know. Someone tell me. Someone tell me, how are you gonna get better than this? You lot thought Apple did well with the iPhone 15 Pro Max. I even thought that. Bro, I've got a 15 Pro Max that don't even come close. No offense. No offense, doesn't even come close. This, yo. On flipping point. Design and build quality, couldn't ask for any more, above and beyond. Bravo, Samsung. S24 Ultra, the most premium and the best feeling flagship phone I've ever held. Right? Let's get into the comments quickly and see what's good, man. I'm not trying to rush it, but there's a lot to get through and delve through when it comes to what we're doing here with our special live edition. Oh my God. Hold on, get some water. Man, I feel like Tony Stark in Iron Man 2 when he pretty much says, oh, it feels good to be back. Love doing these live streams, man. My favorite piece of content. Whew. Man, the chat is active. We've got 122 concurrent viewers. Wow, that's amazing, people. We are back big and heavy. Really appreciate it, man. So what we got, S24 Plus is the real successors to the S21. Ooh, I guess so. I kind of get what you mean because it's got QHD again. It did have Exynos in there. It's a 4900 milliamp hour battery. You might have a point. You might actually have a point. You do. You do. Hello from Russia. Hello. All right. Let's make this trending. Come on, guys. And I really appreciate that, man. Keep pushing it. Keep pushing it. Don't you say quick run in all your reviews? Ah, man. How did quick run become a thing? It's so weird. You lot are so funny, man. I love it. Josh Gonzalez, thank you for the in-depth reviews. Thoughts on the current Samsung deals? Worth it. Yes, LB LeBaron in the house. Happy New Year, brother. Thank you for being here for the first special Tech and Chill Show Unplugged edition for 2024. And we're starting and kicking things off with our early review of the S24 Ultra. Absolutely super grateful that I get access to such things early. This is one of the reasons why I really put down a gauntlet and make sure I'm putting out videos that's worth your while, especially within that 2-week period where you're considering getting it. I would love to think what I'm doing authentically and organically helps you make the decision to know if the device is for you or not. As usual, the Ultra is a beast. Of course, man, even more now. Have the titanium yellow in 512 come in. Definitely the league of its own. Absolutely. Oh my goodness. Not sure if I'm getting the Ultra, but you better get it. My device is not supposed to arrive until March. Blood! March! Peak! You mentioned a software update coming out tomorrow, Sammy. Bro, I didn't mention nothing. Bro, the software update thing, yeah, that's up to Samsung, blood. I disclosed everything. Bro, we'll get to the camera. I was getting software updates coming up here where you had 2x getting added. There's so many things that happens that, bro, listen, I will wait. This is why I don't rush to do my stuff. I still do it thoroughly, but I take my time. Software updates, it's not my fault. If the software updates are going to be a thing, right, don't give us the devices until it comes out then. Do not give us the devices until, but the minute you give us a device, I will be a thorough. I'll be checking updates. I'll be emailing. I'll be asking questions. Listen, you don't tell me nothing. I'm using it as it is. Not my problem. I really couldn't give. Like, I'll wait and do follow-ups on other devices later on. I hate the curve on the S24 Ultra. It wasn't even that bad on the S24 Ultra. If you say you hate the curve on the Note 20 Ultra, if you hate the curve on the S22 Ultra, blah, I'm on your side. But the curve on the S23 Ultra wasn't that bad. But now, no more curves, baby. Tom Riddle, that sucks. Titanium frame looks very... Oh, the titanium frame is exquisite. Hope I can win the giveaway to replace... But hey, listen, best of luck, man. Giveaway ends on the 21st of February. Go and watch the Ultimate Camera Comparison to get the full details for that. So it's all there. Yes, but it doesn't matter. It's the anticipation that counts. Nice, I like that. Cool. Is it true that the update's before launch? I hope so. Dr. Umar, that guy is a class clown. Don't you find that suspicious? Big Patch coming in to fix several cameras. Boy, that's them. Just got here. What's going on? We're doing a special live stream review of the S24 Ultra almost 1 week later. Hello from Francais. Still the scroll lag issue. What scroll? Bro, it's done, man. It's fixed. I'm curious if the circle to search will come to Google Pixel Fold. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, why is the S24 Ultra didn't upgrade the adapter to 65 watts? We're going to be talking about that as well. It's still 45. Why? I don't have any Android phones. If the update patch doesn't come before launch, I'm cancelling. Oh, come on. Don't be dramatic. 7 years is too long for the Android. No, what do you mean 7 years is too long? You're complaining that they're supporting it for too long? Oh, come on. The security and the Google Play updated to the latest version. Everything's on the latest version I have so far. Tell me how the real-time battery life is, how many hours when it comes to real-life usage. We'll get there. But I've got my battery drain test. Go watch that, and that should give you an indication of how it should be. No one is going to be using it for 7 years. It doesn't matter. They're supporting it for 7 years. You lot, man, are you telling me you lot are complaining that Samsung is supporting something for 7 years, even if you've got... What if you actually hand it down to your kids? You hand it down to someone else that isn't into phones. They do a battery replacement. They're still getting security and software. Bro, come on. You lot are actually complaining that they're attempting to support it for 7 years. Come on, man. True. A lot of Samsung hate. Been rocking with them since the S7, baby. Since the S2 from when I was in university, baby. Guys, pre-order. Yep, that's why the offer 7 years. S24 Ultra, ooh, okay, Peter Jones, what's good, what's good? Is it true that updates coming before launch? We'll see, we'll see. 4K 120 Hz recording, yep. Yes, true, big patch, phone's literally the same size. Flat screens, brother, yep. It doesn't bother me, no curved screen, no longer need a bezel to be thinner. That's when no, it's good. Flat display, right? Oh, bro, such a good move. iPhones have curved screens. Since when? Bro, iPhones have been doing flat screens for ages. Maybe they had a slightly curved screen back in the iPhone 6 days, but they've been about it. Do a drop test. Are you mad? You're mad. I don't want views that much, you know, and I hate destructive tech. I ain't doing no drop tests. Go to David Rahimi for that stuff, man. Is it a good-looking device? It's a fantastic-looking device. Yes, hit the like button. Are the sides curved the same way? Oh, no, the sides are curved even better. Even better, man. Let me tell you, even better. Prefer the look of the iPhone 15 Pro Max? Okay, cool, no problem. I just wish the display was more curved. No, we do not want that. Nope, we don't wish that. Yes. Hello folks, what's good tech for your needs? Is it probably more durable since the display is more flat? Absolutely, and it's more durable because of the new glass on top of it as well, and the building and refinement. Samsung masters are making a big device not feel so big. Ooh. It's a grower. Test the app opening animations, please. We shall do that when we get to the software, of course. I might even learn how to do a speed test video. Ooh. Should I actually incorporate my own in-depth lover of textile speed test video? Let me know in the comments. How do you feel about the iPhone 4 launch? What? No, we're not going back that far. While giving you everything, including the kitchen sink. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah, baby. Man, the comments are flying. I love this. 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 Test the app open animations. Micro SD card. That's a bit of a techie one. I get it. I get it. I think that you need to move over to UFS external flash storage. I'd want that. As a left-handed user, the S Pen relocation is denied. Bro, I was just reaching. Because honestly, they've done such a perfect job that I've got nothing to complain about, blood. What can I complain about? And this is the first time I've had a phone sit in front of me and I'm like, I actually can't complain about the design and build quality. Do you know how insane that is? That's techie to me. I love this. I love this. If at Stanford, I was just wondering if the Ultra pen is worth the extra. Yes. Yeah. If you want, just to be on the safe side, just in case you're going to get extra, just get the Ultra. Get the Ultra. Ordered mine. Does the S Pen still work with MagSafe case? Absolutely. Reminds me of the Note 10 Plus. Ooh, yeah. Bro, do you remember the Note 10? Forget the Plus, the little 5.8-inch little cute Note. Man, I miss those little size Notes. Samsung, do one again. Do a little Note. The stand-up wireless charger with fans are the best. Absolutely. Jonathan, yes. And if you doesn't care about MagSafe, I do. I think MagSafe is low-key clutch. Ordered the S24 Ultra Violet. Sup, homie, what's good, Jeff? Digital slang in the house. Hope you're blessed, my bro. Thanks for joining, man. I hope Samsung actually can include a micro SD card, a headphone jack. Micro SD card, headphone jack, no. Micro SD card, yeah. Cheaper. iPhone is king. Oh, okay, sure. iPhone can't even hold a candle to it. No. What do you call it? If they just kept the 10X, we're gonna get there. We're gonna talk about that, man. Speech, is it better? What do we have here? He's delusional. It's okay. Be nice, be nice, be nice. Silver, S24 Ultra is beautiful. Oh, you lot have been firing in the comments, man. Too many limitations. Toronto says the express delivery by tomorrow. Yes, absolutely, that's great. How about the 10X and 50 megapixels? Go watch the camera comparison. Everything's there. The S24 Ultra reminds me of the days when Nokia and Sony Ericsson. Bang, bang, bang. All right. And what else do we have here? We've got... Okay, bam, bam, bam. Someone's misbehaving because Mike is deleting your comments. Okay, what do we have? Big question for you, Ben. Are the base storage modules still UFS 4.0 speeds? Yes, Abruni says so, but I trust you more. I believe it still is because I think the base model of the S24 is still 128, and I think the 128 is still UFS, what do you call it? I don't know. I think I need to email. They wouldn't really chime in on that, so I need to email on that. I'm gonna find out for you, Kevin, and email about that. Yeah. Also try the S Pen fan off the screen. Anyway, look, I'm not gonna ask you to donate, but right now the comments are a lot, and I do want you guys to get the full experience of this review live. So I'm gonna pause on the comments right now. Let me clear it, and let's come back to number 2. Hold on for me. Right, I'm trying to look for my light measuring tool because I want to show you guys the brightness. Hold on. Damn. I swear I had it. Oh my goodness. Where's my light measuring tool? Hold on, people. I could have sworn it was here. Anyway, cool. I will find it. I will find it. Give me a minute. Apologies for the wait, apologies for the wait, apologies for the wait. Right, let's get back into it because I don't want to lose momentum. I don't know where my light measuring tool is because I really do want to show you the brightness, man. All right, so here we are. Let's talk all things related to the display. That's the next part that we have right here, right? So I'm going to take it off auto brightness just to make sure that we've got a couple of things when it comes to the display experience. Still 6.8 inch. We talked about it. It's a completely flat display, and this is using Gorilla Glass Armor. Hold on, people. So people, we're still hunting down the display measuring tool because we want to make sure that we give it a brightness. So of course, what we have here is a completely flat display, Corning Gorilla Glass Armor, which is meant to be way less reflective. And I'm not going to, there's people that have showed great demonstration, right? We're going to get to that, but I'm going to give my feeling of what I felt when I was using it without thinking about the marketing of, 75% less, reflective, 4 times more scratch resistant and smash resistant compared to your normal aluminum silicate glass and all of that. I wasn't thinking about that, but just there was a feeling I had when I was looking at this and I was like, there's something different about this display. We're gonna get into it and we're gonna talk about that. So, flat, completely symmetrical borders, Gorilla Glass Armor, only on the front, first phone to have this experience. Then when we go into the display, we go here. Of course, you've got the ability to go into dark mode, but we'll go into light mode because the exposure for the camera is a lot better. Adaptive brightness, extra brightness, of course, that's there. It really helps. Adaptive brightness is what helps with the vision booster. So you get that in. Adaptive refresh rate. Of course, this is using LTPO technology. Adaptive refresh rate between 1 Hz all the way up to 120 Hz, which is what we love to see. Maybe in the future, they might go up to 144 Hz, but hey, look, at this point, we just take what we get and what we experience. It's not that deep. Then, of course, what we have, there's this, but we're going to talk about that in a minute. Then we've got the resolution. So you can see that the resolution is slightly higher, but technically it's the same, just based on aspect ratio difference, okay? Okay, baby, okay? Okay? So the reason why I say that is if you look here and you go into, let's turn off adaptive brightness, you go here, the resolution on here says 3120 by 1440. This is 3088 by 1440. So it's just a slight aspect ratio change, ever so slightly higher on this, but this is just me being factually, objectively obtuse and picking differences, right? Same for Galaxy S24 Ultra, right? We go to display and we go to here. You see it? 3088, 3088. If we put it all here, right, this is what we've got. Right? That's the display. You can see this is actually slightly more compact. Do you see what I mean in terms of the generational refinement and just chiseling and making everything just that much more refined? Boom, that's what we've got right here. What else are we experiencing when it comes to the display, right? Here, now this setting wasn't there before. And this is adaptive color tone. It says adjust colors and white balance based on ambient light conditions to make colors appear more natural in a different environment. I wonder where they got that from. BRB. Nice one. Yes, brightness measuring tool that tells you the lux and the nits. Really apologize, but I really wanted to show you what the brightness experience is with this. So yeah, we've got it here. Whew. And we've got the temperature gun as well, so we're going to be using that. Man, I just like to have these tools, right? So where'd they get that from? I'm going to pretty much assume it was from the fruit-based company in Cupertino, which if you see here, if everyone didn't know, you go to display, and that's True Tone. What does it say? It says it right here. Automatically adapt iPhone's display based on ambient lighting conditions to make colors appear consistent in different environments. Copy my homework. Just don't make it so obvious. Hey, I'll call it as it is. This is obviously the natural titanium iPhone 15 Pro Max that I've got here. So yeah, we'll throw them next to each other in a moment. Hope you're enjoying this as much as I am and having as much fun. So that's a new additional feature that when you press, it will use the ambient light and of course, have that there in terms of color balancing and white balancing, but I disable that because I don't really like that feature. And then what else do we have? So when we go to the display mode, right? You can already notice the difference when it comes to vibrancy. So we go to vivid. I would say this, that there is a slight vibrancy and saturation that you get with the S24 Ultra, where this feels much more natural. Even in the vivid mode, this feels way more natural, right? So there is a slight more pop on this one, but you see there's a clarity on here that is just unmatched. The clarity that you get on here is just unmatched. It's just so good, right? And it's really one of the things that really stood out to me, right? And it stood out to me amongst other things. Peak brightness on this was 1,750 nits. We now get a peak brightness of 2,600 nits. We're gonna test it to see. I've not tested it yet. We're gonna test it and see what the peak brightness that we're getting in our situation, right? We're gonna test that. On top of testing that as well, this is something that works with the adaptive brightness on with Vision Booster, and it's great to see this. But you see, it makes even more of a difference because this Corning Gorilla Glass Armor, I'll tell you this now, away from what they told us marketing-wise, it went over my head because I thought, oh, here we go. This is another year of Corning claiming that they've got something that we're like, yeah, okay, cool. This time, when I was using it outdoors and I was using it in general, it just felt so clear. I don't know how to explain it. Maybe it's down to the less reflections and stuff here, but it just looks so clear. I feel like I didn't need to boost the brightness that much to get it looking as bright or brighter than what I was experiencing with the S23 Ultra and the S22 Ultra. It just it just felt clear. I felt like I was seeing through like a crystal clear window. I don't know how to explain it. That's probably the best way I can explain it. And it's really, really down to that. This front glass, I've seen people demonstrate it. It's definitely less reflective. But you see, for me, it's just got a sheen and a clarity to what you're looking through. It is more of a difference maker than I thought it would do. But you see, in my mind, it's more the clarity. Right? It's just so, it just feels so clear. When I'm watching videos, I'm going through the menus, you know, and especially when I've got dark mode on, for example, the settings, it just looks so clear. Like, you know, I'll be in an app like YouTube and, let's see. Oh, yeah, I didn't go into settings because I didn't adapt it to... But yeah, it's just so clear. So I really love what they're putting forward. Of course, the S Pen experience, what they said is the S Pen experience is basically still the same, which isn't a bad thing. So obviously, if you go into the camera, you can use it to remote trigger. You know, you can use the S Pen Smart Select. There's so much. Basically, the S Pen experience is still the same. Nothing's changed, which isn't a bad thing. You know, it's still the best built-in stylus experience, and we just hope that they bring it to the Fold Generation 6. Just putting it out there, hope so. But the display experience, man, to me, as a complete package with S Pen support, whether you like it or not, QHD at 3120 by 1440p, dynamic 2x AMOLED display, peak brightness of 2600 nits with vision booster, the new Corning Gorilla Glass Armor glass, flat display completely, which gives you a nicer time with, you know, screen protectors. The Gorilla Glass Armor that really just allows for a less reflective, hopefully stronger impact, less scratch resistant, but just a clearer look, less reflective, allows for a much more brighter display experience. You know, 120 Hertz adaptive refresh rate, completely symmetrical borders that are slim now on a flat display. Yo, this is just more than a return to form. This is masterclass again. How do they push it better? I made a joke in my hands-on video that at this point, like, what? Are you gonna give us a 2160p display? What's next? A 3000 plus nits display? It's almost ridiculous. Like, the only thing that they can really perfect going forward is gonna be the UDC under display camera that they're platforming on their Fold series. That's the only way I can see this, where it's a completely hidden front-facing camera. You know, the fingerprint scanner, you know, it feels as fast as ever, where maybe it's just a positive placebo effect, but I kind of feel like it's, you know, maybe in its brand new phone stage that it's quite snappy. It's quite snappy. I feel like it's low-key a bit snappier than before. It's probably still the same one, but I don't know whether it's because of this glass where it just feels, yeah, it feels, maybe it's a placebo effect, but it does to me feel like the fingerprint scanner is actually faster, which is still my preferred method of biometric unlock. I do not like having a fat pill right there, right? This is just a cleaner and better looking design by far. Oh, your screen could never. I'm taking this all day. This display, masterclass. Another 10 out of 10. What can I say? Back-to-back wins, 10 out of 10. Display as well. It's just clean. It's clean. It's clean, baby. Oh, you lot are eating up this video, you know. I like that. I like that you lot are eating up this video. I like that, I like that, I like that, I like that, I like that. You lot are goated. You lot are goated. Look at that, baby. Look at that. Clean. Clean. Your favorite display could never. Back to back, baby. Samsung showing again why they do give you the best display experience on a smartphone. This is just another friendly reminder. They've got your notice. Yeah, best in class display on the smartphone right now for me personally. Feature set, user experience, there's no ifs or but, like, you I'm sorry, people. You cannot complain about Samsung displays in any way, user experience, shape, or form anymore. They've knocked out the park. It's perfect now. Only way they can make it more perfect, Samsung maybe do a 2160p 4K display in a 20:9 aspect ratio. Give us a 3000 plus nits display. Make the bezels even slimmer. Go develop some super ultra under display camera where you can't see it and it gives us the same quality as what we're seeing right now. Those are the outlandish, ridiculous benchmarks I've set for you to make this display even more perfect. Yeah, that's the display experience when it comes to the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra. 10 out of 10. Absolutely love it. Now to the comments. Okay, where are we? Display is on the Ultra is better, of course. Good point. AI, any thoughts on the camera performance? Hey, I'll test it on the other camera comparisons that I'll be doing. Right now, I work with what I've got. I'm not even going to stress myself, man. Samsung is saying, can't wait to get mine. Boom, 2600. So you mean 2600 nits to... What you mean 2600 nits to 2000 nits? The screen is better than the Ultra to the research before. Yeah, quick run, Ben is here. You know what time it is and you got high resolution. What are the drawbacks? There must be. Well, we'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get there. Don't worry, we're going to get there. And get to the drawbacks. We will grab the Ultra and the Plus. Hey, balling. And bro, both are Snapdragon based, so I don't blame you, man. Do your thing. S24 Plus with a Snapdragon chip, guaranteed it's going to be heat. Bro, the 50 megapixel, 200 megapixel iPhone. Okay, cool. What do you think about the black color? I think it's nice, but as someone that shoots videos, exposing for the darker black color phones on any phone is hard to do. I think the only one I really had a good time with was the S21 Ultra, but the rest is like, you say this all because you've used an iPhone. You don't you've used an iPhone. You don't review phones. Okay, the guy explained. Okay, what else are we going? Don't you find that suspicious? You know what time it is. All right, let me look through and see if there's any relevant comments and stuff that we've got. Yes, I've got the troll in the house. What's good? Hey, yo, bro, chill. I've got an iPhone 15 Pro like 2-3 days ago. They're going to make me return it. Boy, you lot in America cannot live without, like, you lot in North America, yeah? I feel like life without an iPhone isn't life. Even if you don't like it, it's like, I feel like it's a prison where society will judge you if you don't have it. Bro, we don't care about iMessage and FaceTime. People that have iPhones in the UK still don't use FaceTime and iMessage. They still use WhatsApp because guess what? Our work groups are all WhatsApp. Everything is WhatsApp based. So, bruh, I feel like having an iPhone is almost like a national commitment. It's a national commitment. Okay, I'm looking through, I'm seeing, can't wait to see the display in person. You're going to love it. We're gonna move. Yes, my guy, what's good, Latrell? Love you being here. Hope you're blessed, bro. Not enough guys have gotten stuff recently that Samsung 10 years ago. Yes, Michael. Look, Michael Peppertech says OnePlus 12 is a 4,500 nits, and I think that's nuts. 2,000 on an iPhone and 2,000. I don't know how they're rating that 4,500 nits. I'm gonna reserve my judgment and see what's good. I'm gonna reserve my judgment and see what's good. All right. Visibly faster, okay, cool. Young Matthew and Junior, great work this week, says. Nice work, guys. Of course, we've got our website up as well, man. Thanks to, whoa, let's put that here. Go check it out, loverevtechmedia.com. That's our website. All live in a biz. Right there. Oh, no, got it wrong. What an absolute doofus. Got that one wrong, didn't I? Oh, why is it blocking the chat? Oh, I hate these reactions. Delete. Let's try that again. loverofTechmedia.com. Go check out. That's the website right there. It's live, man. Excellent work as well, especially the shorts and all the videos we've been pushing out, man. Shout out to young Matthew in the house. Really, really helping with that, man. Good stuff. PWM still sucks. Oh, that is true. That is true. That's true. The PWM is probably one thing that does need to improve, which is the pulse width modulation. Titanium is tough. This chat just keeps getting wrenched busy. And I love it. I love it, man. This is a great way to come back. Can you explain what you see, what you use your MagSafe case for? It's for my standing wireless charger. My standing wireless charger. Can you explain yet? Okay, true. I don't use FaceTime neither. Family uses Google Meet. Okay, you got a sensible family, bro. You got a sensible family. Yep, Lover of Tech Media. Go on there, man. You see it's everything. Man, the website's looking... Yo, Paul, you know, you've done well, you know. This website is looking hella cleaner. Like, we got Lover of Tech up there. You see the sponsors and the brands that we worked with. What we're doing, that's live LinkedIn, the recent video. That's sick. Bro, this website is gully. I like the cleanliness, the straightforwardness. You got our LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter. Yeah, that's lit still. That's lit. Hold on. That's it right there. That's the website. Bam. All right, we got it right here. Bang. Looking clean, man. Yeah, this is looking kind of right still. Yeah, it's looking kind of buff. Yeah, I like it still. This is clean. More to come. This here, Love of Tech Media, what kind of moving kind of techie, you know? I like it still. All right, it's looking good, man. Go check out the website. I hope I can get there to Barcelona. Yeah, bro, we'll talk about it, man. We'll get it done. Squarespace. I'll leave that to Paul to answer. I don't know what domain we're using. Is it Squarespace or GoDaddy? I think it's Squarespace. I'm not too sure. Anyway, boom. What else? Cool. That's it, man. Let's move on. Let me just check something in the metrics, man. I think you guys are eating up this video, you know. That's lit. Appreciate that, man. Oh, damn, you lot are really eating up this video. It's actually performing better out the gate than the flipping definitive, what'd you call it? Definitive camera comparison. Show battery levels all the time? Nah, man. That's a lot to edit. Just enjoy it as it is. I zoomed in as close as you can so you can see it yourself. Come on, man. Would have been great. Snapdragon, but I don't have those yet. Good video. I'd like to see the test with the S24 Ultra. That's coming later. Mobile data is what every battery test should do. Lazy YouTubers don't have friends who die. No, you just have to go to the store, man. Yo, listen. Do not ever cuss anyone out for doing battery drain test on Wi-Fi. Here's why I say this, yeah. Getting indoor signal is not as easy as you guys think. Some people do not get indoor signal enough to be able to use data, hence why they rely on Wi-Fi. So have a bit of grace. Right? Everyone's trying, so just have a bit of grace, okay? What's good, man? Do you think the S24 Ultra is well? Yes, it's worth the upgrade. Damn well worth that. Too bad Samsung didn't put the MagSafe. Yeah, MagSafe is, yeah. I like that sponsor section a lot, yeah. What PC are you using, bro? I'm using a Ryzen-based custom-built PC that I did myself, which is the Ryzen 5900X, 12-core, 24 threads. Then you've got 32 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM. Then I've got an RTX 4070 and a 1000-watt Corsair power supply that's fully modular. Hopefully that helps, bro. Website looks good. It looks clean, innit? Hella clean. Yes, that's the guy there. Paul, he's the one that did it. Good stuff, man. Website is looking gully. I love it. Learned that Lover of Cars was a thing today. Yeah, baby. We're out here, man. Lover of Cars is out here, boy. Lover of Cars is out here. You know, when you go to the website, you go to other channels. Man, we've got a couple of stuff going. You know, we've got a cut down podcast as well. We've got Lover of Cars, Lover of Cameras, and of course, Lover of Tech. We're spread quite wide, man. We're out here, bro. We out here, you know the vibes. You know the vibes. We're here. The battery drain test is inaccurate. That battery drain test is inaccurate. I tried to tell them to put all the phone in 1080p and see. Dude, I'm going to make a variation of it, man. Just chill. It's not inaccurate. It's my own control test. Good to watch you live, bro. Yeah, Kingdom Within. Really appreciate you being here. You really showed that last year with your super chats, man. I really appreciate the support. OG here, Wi-Fi only. Hey, listen. Yeah, no G here, Wi-Fi only. And this is, just have a bit of grace. Don't cuss people out for just not doing battery drain tests on data, right? They got to go out. Look, I had to go out, spend £15 on each SIM. Cost me £45 out of pocket to do it. And I was struck. Look, during the test, the amount of bufferings I was having, this is what I was saying, it was tough. That's probably what was working these modems more, because it was, compared to when I did the, the Pixel 8 Pro and the iPhone 15 Pro Max on Wi-Fi only, which I haven't done it on this year. I'm gonna do that, right? The variation difference was somewhere between 2 to 3 hours, yeah? So, yeah. I'm sad that the S24 not as good as the Pixel when it comes to dark skin representation. They will see, heard the specs and say, yeah, nice PC. I'm trying to hopefully get a better one coming through. Hopefully ASUS will be able to support with that as well. The phone just looks so good. Oh, listen, baby. This phone right here. Mr. Answer, this phone right here. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Top flipping tier. Just up to Lover of Cars. Really appreciate it, man. Head over to Lover of Cars if you're into your cars and stuff, yeah. Yaden, what's good, bro? How's your S24 Ultra treating you, Mr. Titanium Violet, my guy? Good to meet you in person finally, man. Great vibes. What about the speakers? I will test them and you see for yourself. Your friends in your local phone shop are here to support you, bro. Yes, Lee. What's good? Yeah, do you know it was Vernon that got me the Sims. I thought I was gonna see you and stuff. I came in and I had to get 3 pay-as-you-go Sims, £15. And I was, you tell me make them cheaper somehow, blood, because I had to pay £15 for it and then flipping buy 3 of them, 45. Obviously did the MPS thing to make sure you lot were patterned. But yeah, those were the Sims that we were using for the battery drain test. So, you know, we're in there. We're in there. Appreciate you being here, Lee, man. That's one of my local carrier network guys as well. No doubt, bro. I support wherever I can, my brother. I really, really appreciate that. But correction, all iPhone users doesn't know the Android USA is Google. Okay, yeah. So what do you think? iPhone Titanium. Oh, Galaxy Titanium all day. I feel like once I put a case on it and a screen protector, it would just, yeah, I know. Still put a screen protector, but the case, get your Samsung Care, bust that thing naked. Only get a case if it's MagSafe. Don't just put a normal case on it, get a MagSafe on it, make it useful. MagSafe, standing wireless charger. Flat wireless chargers, dead thing. MagSafe, standing wireless charger. Hey man, I got an iPhone 14, but I want the S24 Ultra so bad. Sell the 14 and get the S24 Ultra. Lover of cars. I love cars as much as tech. I probably love cars more than tech, especially Formula One. I just pre-ordered the S24 Ultra. Can't wait for it to get here. I'm coming for the S. Oh, yeah, baby. Yeah, baby, you're good. All right, then. Clear the thing up. Let's run it back. We've gone through 2 things so far that I've given 10 out of 10. Design, display experience. What we got next? Performance. And performance-wise, we are here on behalf of the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 mobile platform built for Galaxy, or Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 built for Galaxy. And this was announced as the global chipset that will be powering the S24 Ultra. There is no split with Exynos. It's Snapdragon all the way. I was at San Jose. I want to give actually a big shout out to my guy, Dave Thompson, man. Me and Dave used to work together indirectly in the same company way back. Good to see him on stage finally. He announced the 8 Gen 2 platform built for Galaxy last year in San Francisco, but it was recorded, he went on stage. He's here now, bro. I'm really proud of you, man. Good work. Really appreciate it. I thought let me give you a shout out for that, my bro. Hopefully you see it. But yeah, 8 Gen 3 mobile platform built for Galaxy. This is something that Qualcomm did announce when it comes to their Snapdragon Summit. This is based on TSMC's 3rd generation 4nm process, which isn't 3nm. I think all of the initial 3nm die shrinks are pretty much just given to Apple only. So something to consider when it comes to that. You know, so performance-wise, yeah, it's phenomenal. And everything is all based around generative AI performance and AI, performance that you're getting. Let's go to history. Benchmark-wise, this is the numbers that I was getting, right? Let's go pull it up here. This is Geekbench right here. If I can pull up Geekbench 6 on here as well, then we can see comparatively what we're working with in terms of scale. If I'm going to go to history and go here, right, this is what we have, the S23 Ultra. So you have a gauge and understanding of the progressive change. And if I can find Geekbench, okay, I think Geekbench 6 did come off the cloud. Let me just download it for the iPhone, just to give you a perspective of what we're doing in terms of reference benchmarking and performance numbers that we have. You know, there's just a lot based around neural processing, AI. This is what kind of opens up a lot of the doors for what is happening with, what do you call it, CPU history. Do I have history? Let me just run the benchmark right quick. I'm gonna let this run. And of course, if we go into device care, you are gonna see that what we have here is 12 gigabytes of RAM and 256 gigabytes of storage. You've got 512 and 1 terabyte as well, which is great to see. Still no 16 gigabytes of option. I don't think you need it. I think you're fine without it, to be fair. Of course, you can do the RAM Plus and add that if you want to. And then, of course, you can just, you know, completely disable RAM Plus. It's going to restart the phone, but I'm going to leave it. So they're doing 8 gigs of RAM Plus. So technically 8 plus to 12. It simulates 20 gigabytes of RAM. Again, simulates because random access memory is always going to be faster than ROM, which is read-only memory, which is internal storage. Yeah, so performance-wise, man, this has been beast. Now, obviously, what Samsung were talking about is that they have put a 1.9 times larger vapor chamber cooling system in there to really help with heat dissipation and just manage it. Qualcomm are still confident that the efficiency is still there, and I guess it's still, you know, level peggings in terms of the rated battery experience and efficiency of what you're getting with the iPhone 15 Pro Max. And it's pretty much building on what started with the 8 Gen 2 mobile platform built for Galaxy, which is great to see. Yeah, performance, I have no complaints. I don't know what else you want to see when it comes to performance, but we're going to open Asphalt momentarily. You just want to do the benchmark on iPhone 15 Pro Max so you can see the performance disparity and the difference. I don't know if I've got Geekbench on this. I doubt it because I don't even think I've signed into my Google account on here. Nope, I don't think I've re-signed into the Google account on here, so let me leave it as that for now. This is what we're pretty much working with. And, you know, overall, it feels very, very fast and quick with One UI 6.1 with Android 14. The performance is, I don't know, par for the course, man. Snapdragon are in their element. I'm just really glad to see that this is an all Snapdragon chip experience across the board. Love to see it. I think it's the best way to go. It's how it needs to be done. Oh man, I didn't watch the Bad Batch live trailer. Damn it. Anyway, let me refresh. Yeah, you guys are actually eating up this battery drain test video. I really appreciate that, man. I really, really, really appreciate that. You lot are actually eating up more than the definitive camera comparison. By the looks of it, it's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. I like that. I like that. I like that. I really like that, man. That's mad. That's mad. That's mad. That's mad still. Yeah, it's the performance. I'm just glad it's an all Snapdragon performance experience. This is something that's really just, it should just be the case going forward, man. I have no complaints when it comes to the performance. Again, let me know in the comments what you want to see. We are going to do some live gameplay of Asphalt, just so you can see. But overall, performance-wise, man, it's just made a nice overall difference in terms of what we're getting here, and it's really, really good what we're seeing. Would it have been great for it to be on a 3nm process? Of course, you always want a complete die shrink. It gives you more transistors to work within a smaller space, meaning if you keep the same footprint, you can fit more transistors, still be more efficient, have more performance. But I vibe with Qualcomm, man. You know, Snapdragon and their platform is really, really strong when it comes to giving you the performance that you need and you deserve at this ultra level. They've had odd blips, back in the day. But, you know, when they stuck with TSMC more recently, man, it's just been goated for them. It's just been goated for them. So, yeah. Snapdragon, this is a good look. No performance issues. And, of course, the new ISP, Pro Visual Engine that they're talking about when it comes to the camera. We're going to be talking about that as well. It's really, really made a difference in terms of things like the capture speed. It's just so much happening. There's just so much happening. There's just so much happening. And we love to see it. We really love to see it when it comes to the performance. Let's see where we have with the Geekbench 6. Finalize it on the iPhone 15 Pro Max. Here we are. This is how we're scaling in terms of general performance. Of course, 3 nanometers, first generation, 4 nanometers, third generation, 4 nanometers, second generation. First generation was obviously what we had with the 8 Gen 1. That was on Samsung's fabrication. 8 Plus Gen 1 switched to TSMC's. We saw a big difference when it came to the Fold 4 and the devices that supported it. Yeah, this is pretty much what we have here right now. And yeah, Apple definitely in terms of the raw performance, but the GPU on here is meant to be really, really strong as well. So I think overall the performance, especially when it comes to multi-core, the performance disparity is about 500 points, not too much. The performance disparity on here on a single core is quite much higher, which is about more than 700. So take that into account. Yeah, performance-wise though, S24 Ultra, it really does feel nice and snappy, fluid, right? If we, oh, my bad. Let's see. Oh gosh, my bad. Let's do close all. Just want to make sure that I'm opening to appropriate pages because the internet can be a wild place. All right, so no recent apps, right? I'm gonna do BTEC's voice. TikTok?
Where are you? Haven't seen
You can feel it.
I need to run something by you. Hey, I'm in Spain on holiday this week.
Instagram? That's how Z-Tech here does it. B-Tech. YouTube? Yeah. Hey, I might start doing the speed test. YouTube Music? Yeah. Okay. Twitter? Yeah, you can feel it. It's faster. Camera app? Roughly the same, but you can see it's slightly faster. 3D benchmark? Okay. Interesting indeed. Asphalt 9? Interesting. Interesting. One thing, obviously, I do love about the Snapdragon platform-based devices, especially when it comes to these flagships, is the extra performance that you get in terms of options. If you go here, you go to game settings, you go to display, for example, you get 60 FPS, but then you do get visual quality different settings. You don't even get this on the iPhone. So I don't know if it's on high quality already. You've got default, you've got performance, and then you've got the visual quality high. So this is something that's really nice to have. So let's go in. Okay, let's just keep it. Let's try default first. Just to save being copyrighted, I'm just gonna go back. Let's just jump in. Right, we'll test the speakers a bit later when it comes to the performance. Actually, we'll test it now. To be fair. So let's do a bit of gaming. Next. There we go. So we're just going to launch into this here. Play some rounds. So this is Asphalt 9. I don't really mobile game, but when I do, it is always Asphalt. It is always Asphalt. Boo! Man, the lack of reflections as well, even under the studio light, is so good. It's so good. If you do like mobile games, man, this platform is excellent for it. Of course, boost, flippity flip. Ooh, gone. Power slide. Boost. Flip. Oh my days. Finish. Bam, 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 bam. Play next. Play next. Don't want to watch the ad, miss out. F it. Just want to play through. Okay. So what we have here is. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a visual change. We're going to go to higher quality, right? So we're going to restart it. Now let's see what the visual quality does to the frame rate, since obviously this is powered by the Gen 3. Not sure if they've optimized it, but just a high chance that they will, you know, do that. All right, so we'll get to the software features after. So let's just do a quick play. So this is some live gameplay performance, and in terms of temperature and cooling, you can see that this is nice and cool, 34.6 degrees Celsius. Yeah, it feels nice and cool in the hand. Yeah, no issues there at all. Love that. Let's just go here, touch the drive. We're gonna play downhill. Yeah, so it feels nice and cool to the touch. Really love it. Great phone. Please, how do you use the Google search without the navigation bar, the long bar? I think the long bar has to stay there. I don't know if you can remove the navigation bar and do it, because I noticed the home button. Jeez, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. We're loving it, loving it, loving it. We're loving it right now. Do you really like it? Is it wicked? Yep. Boom. So yeah, even with the visual quality upgrade, high visual quality, you're still getting 60 FPS. HN3 is looking nice, feeling nice. Heat is greatly controlled. Again, I'm going to do one more play just to give you an idea of what you're working with. But yeah, this is fantastic. This is fantastic when it comes to the performance. I pretty much have no complaints when it comes to performance. Okay. All right, what I'm going to do, I'm going to come out of this. We did a little speed test run by run. So obviously you've got the, circle to search by Google. Let's see, circle to search, navigation bar. So here is the settings for it here. The navigation bar, circle to search, touch and hold the home button or the navigation handle to search using content. Now you can disable it. Right, swipe inwards from one of the bottom corners to open up the digital assistant app. Okay, I see. See, you can disable it. Okay, search screen. Right, so I've seen it now. So what happens is, if you have this on, the circle to search, and you swipe up, yeah, this is pretty much it, I think. It's crazy. It's fast. All right, interesting. I mean, I think you have to use it with the navigation bar. More options. Block gestures with S Pen. Interesting. All right. So performance-wise, yeah, it's really well maintained, really well managed. I generally have no complaints when it comes to the performance at all. So I think they did a great job when it comes to making this an all Snapdragon experience. First, optimizing it One UI 6.1. Second, the feel of it as well, the heat management with the new larger vapor chamber as well. Benchmarks really well. Real world usage is really good. The new, AI-based features when it comes to onboard, the processing and everything seems really good. Yeah, I just think overall when it comes to the performance, they've done a great job. So, I'll give this one an 8.5 out of 10, just for the reasons of the fact that although real world and just general performance is great, I would have loved to have seen a true 3nm process. I think that would have made a real big difference. It would have brought the fight to Apple when it comes to raw benchmarking, even faster and even more efficient use of what that experience is meant to bring. But in this particular case, TSMC know what they're doing in terms of how they split their fabrication process. I guess the 4nm process is super mature. Everything that's based around AI optimization is really mature. It's one of those where we take it. It's a strong 8.5 just because Qualcomm's Snapdragon record has been almost without blemish, almost. And it's something that we just trust a lot more when we see that's what's going to be powering the device. And we're glad to see that 2 years in a row, the Ultra phone gets an all global Snapdragon experience, no matter where you buy it, what region. Yeah, you are only going to be able to find this with an 8 Gen 3 mobile platform built for Galaxy chipset, specially optimized. Love to see it. This is really great stuff. One thing I did forget to do, display measuring. Right? So we're gonna do display measurement because I was getting ahead of myself and I was really just enjoying it. So this is gonna blow out on the camera. So apologies in advance. Let me find white background. Quick share. Okay, so this is the white background here. We're gonna make it full screen. And this is just a standard brightness test without auto brightness on in any way and no HDR content, right? So if we're just doing that on a plain high quality white background and we press and hold, let's see what the brightness measurement we're getting. So sustained, what we're getting here is 538 nits, right? Sustained. That's what we're getting. That's without auto brightness on. Yep. So what we're then gonna do is we're gonna open up the 4K HDR test. Brightness test, this one right here. Turn it up to 2160p HDR. And this would be more indicative of a stronger. Okay, we're gonna open up the window here. Uh, 915. 1401, 1610. Okay, sustained. What we have here is 1610 nits. Again, remember the 2600 peak brightness is with the vision booster and adaptive brightness on. It's more for outdoor visibility situations. It's basically a strong outdoor brightness mode. You have to have adaptive brightness on, but if you're using just the standard brightness, you've seen the measurements that I've gotten. It's this with HDR content. This is going to be peaking somewhere around 1610 nits, which is still great to see. But again, 2600 nits is with vision booster enabled. So let me just turn this bad boy down so we can actually not be blinded. Right, we're gonna go here. All right, it's with adaptive brightness on. You've got the extra brightness there. Let's see if the extra brightness helps with what we had with the white background. So HDR there. I'm gonna also check if it helps with, oh, it does majorly, wow. So yeah, extra brightness helps majorly. So what we get when we enable extra brightness without adaptive brightness on, we go from 540 nits to 919 nits. So definitely, if you use a manual screen brightness and you want that, take the extra brightness option, makes a difference. Yeah, take the extra brightness option for sure. Okay, you know what, let me run that test again. Extra brightness is toggled on. We're gonna go to the 4K. So this is with extra brightness on. Yeah, it's still the same because I think it's just HDR. Yeah, I think it's still HDR. Yeah, it's still roughly the same. So it's just calibrated it to HDR content because obviously this is HDR content. So yeah, couple of takeaways if you're doing display. If you don't like using adaptive brightness, and you're using manual brightness, definitely you want extra brightness and you go all the way up, tick that. It makes a difference, it doubles it up. I wouldn't bother with adaptive color tone in my opinion. So yeah, display. Great display experience that we have here with the S24 Ultra. Really love to see it. Good stuff, Samsung. Excellent work. Why am I not surprised? Why am I not surprised? Let's see, bang. Hold on, let me just. So take my pain away. So ZVE1, you pay me forever overheating on me and ruining the party. So take my pain. Okay, what do we have? Oh, sebere. All right, let me pull one. We've gone through the display, design, shown the performance, benchmarks, live gameplay, mini speed test comparison compared to S23 Ultra. What else? Yeah, we've gone through it. So let's just see in the comments if there's any particular questions. This thing's gonna pull me away from the Pixel Fold grip. Yeah, selling my 1TB S24 Ultra. Yeah, definitely, man. Do it. S24 Ultra is so good. I've had no performance issues since the 8 Gen 2 for Galaxy. Absolutely same. 8 Gen 3, yeah. I still would have loved to have seen a 4nm. I'll still love to have seen a 3nm process, but right now what they have on is 3rd generation 4nm process with the 8 Gen 3 for Galaxy. Really happy for it, man. Really happy for it. Can you compare the Pixel 8 2? Yeah, when I get the normal S24, S24 Plus, I'll be doing this, but I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting. Got to be out of here and do some work, but you be easy, bro. Love, man. Appreciate you, Latrell. We'll talk more, man. Have a good one. We'll keep updated. Dude, you would like to know if the capture speeds has improved. It means you haven't watched my camera comparison. Go watch it, but we'll demonstrate it when it comes to the camera. I'll catch up with you all later. Stay safe. Have a good stream. Really appreciate you, Jerome Miller Jr. Thank you. A live review, of course. Of course. And if it's the first time we've ever experienced a live review on here, we do this in crispy 4K UHD high definition. So definitely, if you're unsure and you do have the capacity and the bandwidth to do it, select higher than 480p, which is SD, which is standard definition. Go up to HD, which is 720p. And that is also next up is 1080p, which is FHD full high definition. Then you've got 1440p, which is quad high definition QHD, all the way up to 2160p 4K UHD for the crispiest live stream on Tech YouTube right now. Yeah. We see that this is new to me. Yeah, man. Listen, we're serving. What I just want you lot to know that are new here, that have come through, that are really showing the support. This is not some one-trick pony. You go back on my previous playlist, man. Trust me, I've been about this. I've been building to this level, and it's about time that people are discovering it to really see and experience what a true, unadulterated, comprehensive review experience is with a smartphone and a new piece of tech when they want to see it. Unadulterated, baby, uncut. I'm all about the Snyder and the director cut approach to a lot of things right now. Listen, sold my soul to it, charge it to the game. That's me right now. Just discovered your channel, Awesome Energy, bro. Really appreciate it, man. Thank you. You can't remove the navigation bar, I don't think. Nah. I don't think you can. Guys, why do Samsung have so much noise in their low light videos still? It's sad. Well, it's greatly improved, but yeah, something that's there. Reminds me of the Motorola Triumph. Oh, interesting. Shouts to Lover of Tech. Really appreciate that, Jesse, man. Thank you. Thank you so much. Really appreciate the support and the love there. Familiar color, of course. The OnePlus 12, 16 gigabyte, 1 terabyte, can't get 24 gigabytes of RAM. It's kind of insane still. Just bought mine for 820. Overkill specs on the OnePlus. Yeah, yeah, it's interesting. Okay, let's see. Do an S24 Ultra battery charge. It's done. That's gonna be tomorrow's video. Listen, I'm serving, man. You shouldn't be worried. I've got you. Watch out for the charging test video. That's tomorrow. We got it locked. Great color. Yeah, we got it locked. We are giving you the most comprehensive review experience that you're gonna get on any smartphone before launch, man. That's just us. The definitive camera comparison of 1 hour long. It's a mini movie at this point, man. The extreme battery drain test, which is doing it with mobile data and really pushing it with high screen resolution, as well as 120 hertz and everything else that comes with it. And also we've got an ultimate charging test, which you're gonna be seeing coming up tomorrow as well. And of course, you've got a special edition, almost 1 week later, live review of the S24 Ultra. Well, we're almost 2 hours deep into this, man. Sometimes we've gone as far as 3 and 4 hours and we're doing it. Trust me, we're about this life, man. Definitely, this is something that we do not cut any corners when it comes to the user experience and the review process of what we're doing. Can you test a video? Can you do a video call test on Google Meets mobile data to see how? Nah, not right now. Can't. Not right now. Sorry, not right now. Silver is the best color to hide fingerprints, and yeah, absolutely. Sub to you, brother. Appreciate the shout out. Nah, appreciate that, man. Thank you. Thanks for the sub. Please, what you call it? Will the S23 series? I don't know. They really didn't say. Silver color drop test. Hell no. Apart from being able to transcribe voice recordings, can you also transcribe voice from YouTube videos? That's a good question. They didn't really show that. But I will try. Back to life. Back to reality. All right. Gone and talked about the design and the build quality. We've talked about the display. We've talked about the performance. What's next? The camera! Right, let's flip this over. Analogy's been very, 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 very similar to what we have across the board here, right? Why is the analogy similar? It's a quad camera system, a large main camera with high megapixels. S22 Ultra was 108 megapixels. Then you obviously had the ultra wide, and you got the 10x, and you've got the 3x. Here it switched. You went to the new 200 megapixel main sensor. You've got an ultra wide, which is obviously 0.6. You've got the 3x 10 megapixels, and you still had the 10 megapixels 10x zoom. This is the same, except for one, this boy. These three has now changed. We have a new 50 megapixel sensor with a better f-stop at 3.4 instead of 4.9, high resolution at 50 megapixels, larger sensor, not told us what the sensor size is, better OIS and better stabilization that's built into it from wide OIS, and video stabilization, picture stabilization, and a system that stabilizes the image is so much better in it. It's 5x, so it's a shorter range, which brings a different interest. Again, if it's not gone live already, I am going to be working on a ultimate and definitive camera comparison between these three devices, so watch out for it. Everything that you've seen, I'm gonna be testing it to really see, is it really a downgrade or not? And I will initially say this right now, this 5X, I'm glad it's here. It doesn't need some fine tuning. I believe it still needs some fine tuning to really make it absolutely bang, but I feel like it's a sidestep in the correct way. So it's not an upgrade in any way, right? When it comes to super, super extended zoom, but it's an upgrade in a sidestep where it's just a much more usable everyday short throw zoom lens. Now, I actually feel like they should have gone with a 6X. I feel like they should have still optimized the aperture to be able to, on a hardware level, be at f2.8, equivalent for that sensor size. Again, when you hear the f-stop, it's not the equivalent to full frame. It's in optimization and scaling to what you are getting on that particular sensor size. Because I think Google and Apple got down to f2.8, and I think it really helps. If you see my camera comparison, there was just moments where you realize that, you know, the Pixel just did push out cleaner images in certain situations, you know. So, but the 5X, yeah, I'm really glad to see it here. What are some of the key takeaways that we have? 5X allows now to have the most flexible out of the gate portrait mode experience on any camera without needing to post-process edit. You have 1X, you've got a 2X, which does a digital process crop on a main camera sensor. You've got a 3X, which is obviously on the dedicated optical 3X here, right? And then you've got 5X, which is on the dedicated new 5X 50 megapixel main sensor. So that's one of the things that you've got here. Of course, in terms of extended, you've got ultra wide, 1, 2, 3, 5 now. So if you compare it to what you have from before, you never had that, you know. So having that 5 there, and then you start doing the lossless quality, which then bends it down and crops down to 12 megapixels. And then obviously it does all the AI processing through the, Pro Visual Engine to help balance that as well. So that's one thing that you get. That is that additional, you know, 5X there that really helps it make it, you know, that much more usable. Of course, you still got the main camera sensors, which is 50 megapixels. And when you take it to 50 megapixels, it automates it and let you know. So here, because the only super high resolution sensor that you had on here, if you went to 50 megapixels on an S23 Ultra, it would still be on the main 1X, but now the 50 megapixel one works on the 5X dedicated because that is also 50 megapixels, and you can get that once you're there. You can do extended further crop to 10X within that, and you do get high resolution there. Of course, 200 megapixels is only on the main wide sensor. When you do press and hold, you've got the ability to crop in up to 10X on that 200 megapixel sensor, and then it will accordingly adjust to the output resolution that is needed there. So that's one thing to consider. Of course, you still have the focus enhancer, which is the macro mode on the ultra wide. And yeah, we've got video. Now we've got video. One of the biggest complaints I had, again, I'm just giving you a quick summary. One of the biggest complaints I had with Samsung is they've got the most flexible video recording, and they've always had it in 4K 30. So when you're in 4K 30, you can record. And obviously what you do have here is the ability to pause recording all in the same clip, continue. You can still take pictures at the same time. You can switch between all the lenses at the back optically. right? Without having to stop recording, you can flip to the selfie, right? So you've got a front-facing camera, you can pause it, flip it, it's still paused, flip it, it's still paused, you can continue. That's just a level of flexibility, right? On the S23 Ultra, you can do the same. But when you go to 4K 60, it locks you out from the lens that you start with. Now, you still do have some flexibility. You can pause, continue, take pictures. You can flip to the selfie camera and back to the lens that you started recording. But if you wanted to go to the ultra wide or the optically 3x or the optically 10x, you can't. You have to basically stop recording, then switch, start recording, continue. Very archaic, very cumbersome. This is a non-issue when you're in 4K 30 because when you press it, you can still see the lenses. But when you change it to 4K 60, the lens you start on, that's the only lens you see at the back. You can only flip to the front. Gone is that problem. Samsung, you listen to me. 4K 60. This now has the most flexible 4K 60 camera. And I'm going to demonstrate it against the competition so you see what I'm talking about. This is the benefit of me showing you compared to what I was telling you in the camera. So 4K 60, right? When you press record, you see all the lenses, 2, 3, 5, 10, 6. You can still pause recording, flip to the selfie. Hey, 4K 60 selfie. Still take pictures if you want to. Hey, and then you can just bang, 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 bang. Continue, stop, continue, right? That is just the level of flexibility that you're getting. If you look at the iPhone, for example, I'm glad that they incorporated this, right? They did, right? So if you go to 4K 60 here, yes, you do have the ability to switch between your lenses. And the lens transitions on iPhone are still some of the smoothest that you're gonna find. I'm glad they had added this because this was an issue before. You do have the ability to take pictures at the same time, but there's no pause button. And there's no reverse button. So you can't flip it to yourself. Yes, you can switch between your lenses, but why don't you have the ability to pause recording and continue on the same clip? You can still take pictures, but with how powerful the iPhone is, that's a limitation that makes no sense. So it's kind of like a half-baked, but still decent flexibility, not the full, complete flexibility. I'm gonna show you the Pixel 8 Pro. And the funny thing is, it was the Pixel 7 Pro that started it first. So when you go to here, 4K 60, Pixel 7 Pro was the first to do this. So you can press record, you can go to the ultra wide, you can go to the 1x, 2x, 5x. I think lens switching on the Pixel is not as good as the others, definitely not, but you had that flexibility. And you see, you've got the picture button here, and you've got the paused. So you see what it says? It says pause. I like the fact that it communicates to you that it's actually paused. That's actually really good. I think Samsung need to incorporate that where a word comes up saying that you've paused, right? And you can take pictures, and you can flip between the lenses at the back, right? But you can't flip to the front-facing camera. So again, it goes in the order of least flexible 4K 60, but still flexible. And then followed by this, which used to be the most flexible from the Pixel 7 Pro and the Pixel 8 Pro. And then the absolutely most flexible 4K 60 recording you can get on any smartphone right now, the Galaxy S24 Ultra. Love it. But what else do we have? Wow, man, it just doesn't stop. 8K. When we go to 8K, and I love how this is. This was obviously One UI 6. 8K. Now, 8K is still on the main sensor. And if I show you compared to the S23 Ultra, right, you'll see what we have here is 8K. And you can only see the optical on the main wide sensor, but there isn't a 5X option. Yes, when you press and hold, you can do a digital crop on the main sensor to 2, 4, and 6, right? But on that is basically it. That is basically it, right? This you can press and hold. Obviously, it's not 6, it's 1, 2, 4, 5. But, you know, because this now has a second high resolution sensor, you can do 8K on a 5X optical. That's crazy. 8K video on a 5X optical is insane to me. It's absolutely insane to me. Video portrait mode, again, still in 4K. Dual record. This replaces director's view. So if you don't see director's view, this has replaced director's view. So director's view was here, great feature, but only worked in 1080p. You did have multiple options there. So that has replaced director's view, just going through the camera. But one benefit that you do get with this is the ability to be able to record in 4K 30. So what happens is you pick the two lenses you want to use. And do you know why this is so useful? Let's just say you're at a concert, you're at a football match, and you want to record the front-facing camera to record your reactions while recording the rear camera to capture what's happening sports-wise and what's happening in the concert. You can do this. You can save it as a picture-in-picture video, or you press it and it allows you to save both files at the same time in 4K. So you can have a 4K image of the rear camera that you're using, and then you can have a 4K image of the selfie camera as two separate files at the same time, or as a picture-in-picture. Oh, wow. I can't wait for them to build more on this feature. I love this feature. This is amazing. I'm going to be using it a lot more times than I actually realized. Now that I've explained it to myself, the benefit and the use case scenario, I go to a lot of football matches, go to a lot of concerts. Yeah, I think this would be absolutely a clutch feature to have. So, what else do we have? What else do we have? Pro Video. Pro Video now gives you the ability to shoot in a high quality slow motion, 4K 120 frames a second. That's the frame rate that my A7S III, the one that I'm using above, shoots. And that is something that you can do on a wide and an ultra wide. But here's the trick. If you go into slow motion, right, it's there. You can actually do 4K 120. The thing is, it doesn't allow you to use the ultra wide. So Samsung, I think bring it in here. And the thing about doing it in the slow motion mode is it takes 120 FPS and will slow it down to 30 FPS for you. It will do it automatically for you, i.e. the correct term for it is it will conform the footage to 30 FPS for you. One thing I personally like about doing Pro Video is that when you shoot 120 FPS in UHD 4K, right, it preserves the individual frame, so you can slow it down yourself manually, and it shoots at a nicer and cleaner bit rate as well, which is much higher. Again, apologies for the technicals, but it's kind of just thrown out there to just let you know that this is the situation when it comes to the UHD. But when you are in the Pro Video mode, you can do the ultra high definition, ultra HD resolution with high frame rate. You can do that on the ultra wide as well as the wide. I demonstrated it in my camera comparison with an extensive look. If you go into more, of course, you've got Expert RAW. And by default, Apple does have a 24 megapixel JPEG option. So when you go into your settings, right, you go to camera and you go to format, right, you do have it right here. Photo capture mode is 24 megapixels during daylight by default. And of course, at nighttime, it defaults to 12 megapixels automatically. This is a feature that people are hoping Samsung would bring here, right? Where you go to photo and you have a 24 MP option. But what they've done is they've actually put it in Expert RAW. Now, Expert RAW is still a separate application. It's a separate application that behaves like it's attached to the main camera app. It is still a separate application. It's good that they've integrated it to make it seem like it's part of the camera app, but it's still a separate application, right? So if you put it this way, if you go add, it grays out, and it's not something that you can move here for quicker access. It's not fully, it's kind of embedded, but it's not fully integrated like the others where you can take something and bring it here, right? So just something to consider. It still behaves like a separate app, but it's there and it gives you that features. And what's the benefit? When you go here, it now gives you a 24 megapixel mode, 12 megapixels, and 50 megapixels. Now the 24 megapixel mode, if you go to settings here, you can actually do that in RAW. So if you take a picture, it's only on the main wide sensor, right? If you go here and you let it process and process and process and process and process and process, right? Because it's a raw image and it's taking a mixture, you see raw. And then what you're gonna see is the metadata that says 24 MP, open in Lightroom, 9.7 megabytes. So you can do this new 24 megapixel mode as a raw file. It's not just as a JPEG. So there's a level of flexibility there that I really, really appreciate with what Samsung have done. right? But me personally, Samsung, this 24 megapixel mode, I said it to you guys straight. Hey, Joshua Cho, my guy, really appreciate and respect you, man. Bring that into the main camera app. It doesn't need to be an Expert RAW. Obviously with Expert RAW, you do have a live ND filter mode as well without needing an ND filter. That's something I haven't tested yet. Hopefully I'll do a short form and showcase it. That's something that's really, you know, nice to see. And overall, all I can really recommend is watch my ultimate camera comparison video on the Galaxy S24 Ultra, as well as what you have here with the iPhone 15 Pro Max, Pixel 8 Pro. I delved in hella deep. Obviously, Pixel 8 Pro is on the far left. I always put the latest phone in the middle, or the phone of priority and interest in the middle. And then you got the 15 Pro Max on the right. We're gonna be following up with S23 Ultra versus S22 Ultra, S24 Ultra. If it's not gone live already, if it has, obviously I'll leave a link in the description below on the cards above. And yeah, this is basically what we've got here. I'm gonna give feedback in terms of what I think Samsung's progression of this needs to be, right? This is just my personal take. You can agree to disagree, but I'm liking where some of these manufacturers are going by making the megapixels a complete parity across all the lenses, ultra wide, wide, short zoom, as well as extended zoom, whether it's 3x or 6x, however they want to do it. I personally do not like the mismatch of high resolution, low resolution. 200 megapixels is overkill. I personally think there needs to come to a point where they need to stick to 50 megapixels on the main wide sensor. This 200 megapixel sensor, personally to me, it doesn't 100% do it for me. I think, in my opinion, this 200 megapixel sensor is giving Samsung too much processing to do. I think they need to stick to a 50 megapixel sensor, in my personal opinion, for the main. I'm glad they've moved to a 50 megapixel sensor on the periscope. Just refine it, put a faster lens in there in terms of f2.8 or lower, make it sharper, better stabilization, tune it, just keep working on that 5x. Great, I love to see it. I think next they need to find a way to give the 3x zoom that same 50 megapixel treatment, make the aperture better, make it a much better quality 3x zoom lens, move to 50 megapixels on it, make it a larger sensor, put better OIS, make the lens faster as well. That needs to be given a high resolution treatment. It needs to move away from 10 megapixels. And of course, they need to put a 50 megapixel on the ultra wide. I personally think Samsung's ultra wide isn't as ultra wide as the others, hence why it's a 0.6 perspective field of view compared to a 0.5 perspective field of view. So that's just something to consider in my particular opinion, that I would like a slightly wider field of view. And I would also like a slightly wider field of view on a front-facing camera selfie as well. I feel like it's slightly more cropped in compared to the competition, where at arm's length, it feels like it's really, really in your face. So I would want a slightly wider field of view on a selfie. That's something that Google does really well. Even Huawei does really well for that, if I'm gonna be honest, with the review that I did with the P60 Pro and their camera system. So I think they need to go all 50 megapixels. I think they just need to can this 200 megapixel main sensor. I don't really like it. I kind of respect how well they are making it work, but I think they just need to move away from it, in my personal opinion. I think that's one of the ways that it's going to improve. Why is that going to help if everything's high megapixels at 48, 40, or 50? What that basically means is that you can progressively have a much better consistent image across the board for photos and videos. What also that means is that you can, you know, build on the 8K experience across the world, because with an 8K experience, it's about 33.3 megapixels on a 16:9 image. These camera sensors are usually on a 4:3 or 3:2 shape. So what that basically means is, to get 8K, they do have to lose pixels at the top and the bottom to get that 16:9 wide frame, meaning that 50 megapixels, 50 megapixels, whatever you lose at the top or the bottom, it gives you that 33 megapixel image with no crop. So again, that's just, you know, something that it builds on. That means ultra wide can be 8K if they want to, main can be 8K, zoom on a 3x can be 8K, zoom on a 5 or 6x can be 8K. Right now, it's progressing there. I love to see the zoom on the 8K for the 5x, as well as the 8K on the main wide sensor, but again, give the high resolution treatment to the ultra wide and the 3x, they'll get 8K too, because the image processing is there, and then you can build on making it being a seamless experience of being able to switch between the lenses and 8K, as well as being able to do that on a selfie on the 8K as well. So that's just where my opinion is. bigger pixels as well. It's going to be better for low light rather than having effective pixels through pixel binning. You're going to have true larger pixel size micron in the surface area. Don't know how expensive it's going to be in terms of outsourcing sensor size and whatnot. I'm not an engineer to put that together on what the challenges are, but I just feel like if they can optimize it in that direction, they can really get there and bring that perspective in. Personal opinion, I think that's just where I want the Ultra camera system to work and go. Okay, let's talk all things in terms of the editor. So there's so much when it comes to, you know, what you're able to do here. In terms of, shout out to B-Tech. My son. Okay, let's edit B-Tech Care. All right, so we're gonna click on here when it comes to generate. We're gonna zoom and let's see. So if someone doesn't take a straight picture. All right, let's press generate. Let's just do a basic example. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, interesting. Interesting. View original. So if you press and hold view original, that's what you get there. Okay. Discard. Let me see if there's anything else. Discard. Camera. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Call me when you need some. Call me when you need some. Call me when you need some love. All right, this is the SAP Center or SAP. Let's do this. This is going to be quite complex. Let's do an edit. We're going to do generate. We're going to rotate. Right, we're going to rotate it here. We're going to generate. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, it's quite complex, this one. It's quite complex, this one. It's quite complex, this one. So we're going to discard. And let's see one of me here. So press edit. We're gonna, boom, tap around, move me. Let's see, I'm gonna make myself bigger in front here. And let's see how we generate. All right, I've moved myself here, made myself taller. Let's see how dodgy it's gonna make this whole thing. So again, we're going through the photo editor. Have a look. Interesting. Let's view original. That's funny. Yeah, it's a bit of a miss still. Let me go back, discard. We're gonna try and generate another one and see. I'm gonna press and hold, select me. I'm gonna place me here, make me a little bit bigger, and then let's click generate and see how it does. Da 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 dum, da 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 dum da dum, da 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 dum da dum. So interesting. Yeah, it's still kind of a miss. So these features are quite new, and of course it said that it is going to be, you know, free for about a year or two up until 2025. So I don't know how they're going to do it. So tap and draw around anything you want to move or delete. Okay, let's see if I can. So I'm going to circle around. Circle around. Okay. Delete. Interesting. Let's say generate. So it takes about 10 seconds. Again, this is the first time I'm really trying it, so that's interesting. Oh wow, that actually worked really well. So if you see, that actually worked a lot better. Oh wow, okay, damn. I just filled some stuff in the back. Oh, you can see the disparity. Interesting, but as at first glance, it just looked normal. Save as a copy of. Nah, let's go back. Discard. So yeah, those are some of the AI-based editing tools. I'm still getting used to them, but the overall camera experience. Yes, sometimes the processing on the saturation side of things really kicks up heavy. Again, personally, go watch my ultimate camera comparison, the definitive one. That will give you all the things that you need. But the camera experience, I would say I'm impressed. I just feel progressively they do need to move away from the mismatch in resolution. Having a 12 megapixel ultra wide, a 200 megapixel main sensor, a 10 megapixel 3x, and then a 50, it's just jumbled. Let's move to a place where 50 megapixels is the sweet spot, 48 megapixels is the sweet spot. It enables you to have the ability to shoot 8K, and you can just work with a lot more resolution and a bigger sensor size. I think just we need to get to a point where we're not mismatching resolutions and stuff. Get to the same resolutions across the board. At that period when we're doing 12 megapixel everywhere at the 4K era, it was amazing, right? And with this situation, it's like I just think we're going too high on one, too low on up, Make everything 50 megapixel Samsung. That's what's going to be the next progressive place. You were brave enough to get rid of the 10X and make it a sidestep. And yes, of course, the outright zoom capabilities might not be absolutely as strong in a 10X, but actually it's more usable if you keep tuning it and you put a newer version with a faster lens, bigger sensor, better tuning, and better glass, and everything that comes with it. I think we can justify it being a 5X. Maybe I think you need to move to a 6X in my opinion and make it a 1 main X wide, improve the ultra wide to 1.5, have a 50 megapixel main wide sensor, have a 50 megapixel 3X, have a 50 megapixel 6X that can extend and have that flexibility. In my opinion, I think that's where we need to go. And I think, in my opinion, Samsung shouldn't have really ever introduced a 100X. I think they should have stuck with a 50X that was on the Note 20 Ultra, in my personal opinion. Built that platform around a 50X space zoom. I think 100X should have really been a thing, but again, my personal opinion, this is where the progression I think needs to be, Samsung. Hey, if you want to consult me, you know me. I know my stuff when it comes to the camera usability experience that comes with it. I would love to. Overall, I love the camera experience. The experience is great. The usability is so much better now. Again, we talked about the shutter speed, right? We're going to be looking at S24 Ultra here. We want to go to the top down. Right, intelligent optimization. You can see here, scene optimizer. I turned it on, but it comes off by default now. So I'll probably do a camera comparison between the two. Bam, 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 bam. So here we are at the maximum, not even prioritizing that for speed, right? So if we go here and we go here, you can see the capture speed has greatly improved. So you can see it. You can just see it. Capture speed has greatly improved, and that's one thing I'm really, really impressed with when it comes to what they've been able to do with the capture speed experience, and that's with their default 12 megapixel bin mode. Sorry, I think I might have switched it to 50. Sorry, my bad. Okay, let me try this again. So you can see capture speed has greatly improved, and that's not even changing it to, again, I did a test in the camera comparison, so you can pretty much check it there. But overall, camera experience wise, really happy with the progression. They're in the right direction, but I just think the real difference maker is when they move away from this 200. I'm gonna be the first one to call it. They should have never, the new platform change from the 108 megapixel sensors that they were having, it should have been our new generation 50 megapixel. I just don't really vibe with it. We need to move away from a mixed match resolution on the sensors, go 50 megapixel all the way on all of them, make the lens as fast quality as possible, and it will just bring more consistency, and it will just be something that they need to work on their processing, especially when it comes to noise reduction is really better in video, processing when it comes to saturation and skin tones. Skin tones is actually not bad. Saturation at times, especially when it's night mode, it can overpower itself too much, where it can be a bit too, you know, over-greened. So the processing still needs a little bit of tuning, especially on the 5X. It's a great 5X lens. I'm glad it's there. Probably needs slightly more tuning, and I trust that in software optimizations they'll do that. But for now, with what we've been given and put out there, these are the generative editing features that we've shown you. And yeah, this is the camera experience with it. I give it a solid 8.5. Sometimes it's actually an 8. Sometimes it probably falls to a 7.8 in some situations. But for me, I'm confident that the flexibility of the 8K, the flexibility of the 4K 60 recording, the flexibility of the 4K 30 recording, the dual recording feature, 8K in 1 and a 5X, video portrait mode in 4K. There's so much usability and flexibility that I'm happy to give up some odd inconsistencies here and there, because that level of flexibility is going to make it able for me to capture more memories than any other phone, how I want, when I want. And I'm sorry to say this, that counts for way more than anything else than outright quality as such. It's a smartphone, right? I'm not looking for super outright quality. Yes, I want it, especially in these flagship phones that are costing over £1,000 or more, right? But I want a much faster, simpler, easier access, and more usable and flexible camera anytime. And they're on the tiptoes. Samsung, bring the 24 megapixel mode into the main camera sensor. Allow the ultra wide for the 4K 120 where it conforms in slow motion mode in the slow motion mode. Don't leave it in just the pro mode for video, but it's there. I appreciate it. And I appreciate that the pro mode allows you to shoot individual frames. I appreciate that there's a 24 FPS mode for video in slow motion and adjustments, but bring it all into the main camera app. Again, camera app experience 8.5 as a whole. I've put my opinions on what I think needs to improve and what needs to be better. But overall, man, yeah, I love it. My new favorite camera system on a smartphone. Right, let's jump into the comments and see if you are all behaving. Oh, all the cameras are on. Wow, popping off. This chat is crazy. Love it. Bum, 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 bum. Let's see what's good. Yeah, you guys are really showing mad support. Mad support. I really appreciate that, man. Really appreciate that support there. Sebede. Come on now, say sebede. So take my pain away. All right, okay. Bro, how do you make a camera test video without the camera update when it's released in pop? Well, because I can. I've been given a review in it, so I'm gonna do what I can with it. Why am I not gonna do a camera comparison? Like, Samsung haven't told me anything. They gave it to me, said no embargo, use it as you can. They never gave us any updates. So boy, I've put it out there. It is. There's gonna be other camera comparisons I'm gonna be doing before launch and after launch. So whatever, we'll judge it as we go. And even then, as I was doing it, if I was getting any updates, I was actually stating it. Like, for example, there wasn't a 2x mode in a super steady mode that shoots in QHD up to 1080, up to 60 FPS. I had it in a 1x and an ultra wide. Then all of a sudden, I had an update with the camera assistant, and there was a 2x mode for the super steady. Crazy. So I mentioned that I didn't get time to, but as I'm editing on the final stages, this has just popped up, so I updated it. Bro, listen. Don't put it on us reviewers when we're given something if these updates are not ready, but they haven't told us. And then once we're about to publish, we get told. That's not how it flies. That's not how it flies. So take my pain. We're 2 hours and 22 minutes in. Really appreciate the support, man. This has been a great return to form. for the Tech and Chill Show Unplugged. Of course, the Tech and Chill Show Unplugged is the official name of our live streams. If you didn't know, we do these live streams usually regularly on Mondays. So as the standard show is, it's a 1 hour live stream show of the latest news in the world of tech. We come, we tech, we chill, we unplugged. It's structured but unscripted, where we can just act a fool, have fun, and talk about all things that's the latest in the world of tech. And then when we do these special edition ones, these special edition ones are all about live reviewing the products unadulterated. Now, trust me, man, we do so much in terms of production, pre-recording, scriptings, videos that are 15, 20 minutes long. But I'm telling you, man, the best version of myself comes out when I get to be unscripted. You see nothing skipped, and it's purely live here. And one thing I aim to do is always do it at the best quality possible. And quality not just in terms of sound and image quality, as we are streaming this in 4K UHD. So if you do have the bandwidth and the capacity, go up to 2160p 4K UHD to get the crispiest live stream on Tech YouTube right now. But also in terms of the vibe and the energy, right? I try my best to put a lot of effort into my physical presentation, my sound, my cadence, my energy, the vibe I want to give, right? I want you to really feel part of it. And also the engagement level, man. When you ask me, can we do this, can we do that? My aim is to try and show you that, hey, this is how it works, this is how we do it, this is how we make it work, and this is how we vibe with it and make it go. So yeah, man, for real, it's humbling. I'm grateful for you all and really appreciate your support. I see the bro in here. Juan Bagnell, what's good? Samsung always happy to throw you under the bus. Listen, it's not my problem. It's not my problem. We go through pre-briefings, we had 2 pre-hands-ons, we went through virtual. If this was the case, it's like you mention it, you tell us, we can disclose it, right? But when you don't tell us, we ask the question, is there any embargo? How Samsung does it right now is they don't do it like other manufacturers, where other manufacturers will give you the device maybe a week or 2 beforehand. You get to use it, whatever. Samsung will give you hands-on, maybe 1 or 2 hands-on sessions, hands-on. They will give you virtual training on in-person training on what the devices are. And then after that, man, you come to Unpacked, or you go to your local Unpacked showing or whatever. You go there, you get your devices on the day one you're at the event. If you're not at the event, you'll be lucky to maybe get it a week after or maybe the next day if they like you enough. And then you ask them, hey, what's the embargo? No embargo. Do your test, do it. Is there any software updates or anything we're expecting? Nothing that we know of, use it as it is. When we ask these questions and we're told, we go into special, Q&A sessions where they tell us more. So all these extra things about Expert RAW, shooting 24 megapixels and how things work and whatnot, that's in that special Q&A session that they do. So from even then, right, they were talking about Expert RAW. Expert RAW wasn't even out at the time, and they said that, hey, based on the Korean time release, right, it will be available, and it was. 10 a.m. Korean time, Expert RAW was in a Galaxy store and we were able to use it. So they tell us as much as we ask and we get told, and then when we're ready to just bang it out, we're getting told that, oh, why are you reviewers rushing to that? No, we're not rushing. No one's rushing. We're doing what we're meant to be doing, right? It's not our fault if maybe later on down the line, there's updates that are being told late to us. Nah, man, we've done our stuff. It's getting posted. We'll do follow-ups. I'm a follow-up type of person, so I'm not just doing a one test and going. I'm going, any other camera comparisons that you've seen, it's always been against the iPhone. No one's bothered with the Pixel 8 Pro. I've actually done it with the Pixel 8 Pro. I've done it freeway. I've not cut corners. And it's a one, bro, no one is crazy enough and no one enjoys editing enough, especially not even me, to be sitting there to be doing a 1 hour, 20-minute camera comparison if I didn't care enough to want to be doing it properly. I just want to put it out there to be sure, right? Especially a 3-way one when I could have done a 2-way one and been easier. I chose the hardest route out of everyone. Go find anyone else that's done it. I doubt it. Everyone's doing 2 ways and they're making sure that it's no more than 10 to 20 minutes at best, right? So I'm going to be following up and I'll be doing, and if my track record, if you don't believe me, go check my previous camera comparisons, right? I do camera comparisons on the smaller ones. Ooh. We dead? This A74, it's the first time it's overheated. Damn, okay, let it cool, it's fine. It ain't no problem. It ain't no problem. It ain't no problem. Yeah, so, the fact that I'm going to be doing a camera comparison on this, trust me, no one else is gonna bother. And I don't say it to throw shade, but there's other stuff to do, other things to cover. I'll be doing this. You know, I'll be following up and doing battery drain tests between the three. There's so much that I'm going to be doing that extensively broadens. And I'm even going as far as most likely making sure that I'll be doing variations of different ones. So everyone was getting on to me about, oh, hey, you know, you should have done the battery drain test with the 1080p default screen. Okay, I've got the footage. I'm gonna follow the same sequence, set the screen to 200 nits, auto brightness off, 1080p, 120 hertz. I'll do that. Then guess what? I will do a 1080p and a 60 hertz version. So I've got this crazy idea where I'm gonna do a video where that video is gonna be titled Galaxy S24 Ultra battery drain test. And you're gonna have QHD, 120 hertz, you're gonna have 1080p, 120 hertz, you're gonna have 1080p, 60 hertz. If I do a three-way video like that, would you be happy? You would. Who's crazy enough to even want to do that? No one. Am I crazy and psychotic enough to even suggest to do that? Oh, yeah, I will. I will, right? Because it's just to let you know, right, that there's no corners being cut, and it's something that I'm doing personally, and I'm taking it upon myself to make sure that the experience is really done so you all can have the best buying experience. And, you know, that's just what I've chosen to grow the channel and give value and also connect with you all as my audience. And I'm going as far as doing these live streams the way that I am so that I can actually have a personal and more connected experience with you guys as my audience so you can see what's good, right? You people need to see this in a way, in a raw, unadulterated, but well-cared manner. And that's what I'm doing, man. So stick around. Juan says, oh, dude, no worries. You don't need to explain. I've been handling Samsung PR since before you were even reviewing. I know that frustration. Thanks. I like that since before you were reviewing, Juan, you had to poke that. Next time me and you are having a karaoke rap battle. How about that? you'll probably kill me. Juan's kind of like, you know, he raps on the mic kind of crazy still. Yes. Do you know the features that you got for the S24 Ultra? S24 durability, I think is going to be really good. All right. All right, what do we have? What do we have? What do we have? What do we have? What have we gone through? What have we gone through? What have we gone through? I'm just waiting for this camera to cool down. What do we have? What do we have? So here we have, crap. So what do we have? Okay, we are here. We've gone through the design and the build quality. We've gone through the display experience. We've gone through the performance. We've gone through the camera experience, of course. And also now we are pretty much at the battery. Okay, so we've done the battery drain test. Really appreciate the support that you all have been showing when it comes to that. The engagement has been great so far. So if you see right here as we go, bam. We do have the battery drain test that's gone live, so definitely go check it. What's the difference with mine? I've actually done it with mobile data, so it wasn't done on Wi-Fi. And if you look at the differences compared to the first one that I did, which is this one here, I'll go here, right? This one was done on Wi-Fi, and this was with the Pixel 8 Pro and the iPhone 15 Pro Max. Obviously, previous phone was the Galaxy S24 Ultra. In this particular situation, you know, it was done over on 4G, 5G SIMs over data. And the difference, man, is shocking. That's why I put shocking. The difference is shocking. The difference doing it on just, and I'm glad I had enough of a strong indoor signal to pull that off. So definitely go watch that when it comes to that. What else do we have? What else do we have? What we have here is a 5,000 milliamp hour battery. So I'm gonna go here, about phone. battery information. It's a 5,000 milliamp hour battery. Obviously, the rated battery is 4,855 milliamps. 5,000 milliamp hour battery. It still does support Samsung super fast charging 2.0. Again, I have done a charging test video. It is going to be coming out if it's not out already by the time you watch this. And it does support that. Again, it is a 45 watt charger. Roughly charges around 1 hour. You do have to use a 5 amp cable for it to show super fast charging 2.0 active. If you use anything less, even if you've got a 45 watt charger, it will not work. So again, this is Samsung's official 45 watt charger right here. So just to put it in perspective, that is their 45 watt charger. So if I do plug it in, and I'm just using like a normal peasant based cable, right? Plug it in. Here. It will say super fast charging, but not 2.0, because it's not a 5 amp cable. So you can see it will say super fast charging, right? But it will not indicate the 2.0 because it needs a 5 amp cable. So if I take this one out, this is a shielded, braided, high quality cable. If we plug it in and we go here, you will see that it says super fast charging 2.0. And that's because this is a 5 amp compatible cable. So that's how you get your super fast charging 2.0 for the fastest speeds, even if you are using it. Again, no charger in the box, so you do have to get that separately. Just something to consider. I'll have links in the description below. Another alternative solution that I've got here that I really like is from these guys called MagTame. So it's a magnetic charging cable. Again, not sponsored, but they are an affiliate partner. So let's open it and see what we've got here. It's really nice, actually. Really nice magnetic-based cables, nice and tidy, right? Magnetic self-winding. It's really clean. So if you can see it, it's already pre-winded. It's just magnets. It's kind of crazy, right? 60 watts compatible. So it's a really nice one. You've obviously got USB-C to USB-A, but it's also USB-C to USB-C, which is something that is there. So yeah, this is really nice, and it just keeps it nice and clutter-free. So this is a great, well-braided, magnetic, self-coiling cable. If you wanted that as a replacement, I'll have that linked in the description below. You've got USB-C to Lightning, USB-C to C, USB-C to A, and this is just a nice combination to have, man. So I really like this. I'm actually really enjoying these cables, way more than I thought, actually. So yeah, I'll have that linked in the description below. If you're interested in the magnetic cable for charging and data, this is from the guys over at MagTame. Guys over at MagTame, and you've got USB-A. So these are the variations that they've got here. USB-A, USB-C, C to C Lightning, yeah, A to Lightning, C to Lightning, A to C, C to C. So all the variations that you could need. Great alternate if you actually want a nice, clean magnetic cable. Personally, I still want Samsung to move to a 65 watt charging solution. That means the, all right, let me turn this back on and see if it helps. So I still want Samsung to move to a 65 watt charging solution. What that basically means is instead of it charging roughly around 1 hour to full charge, it will charge to full between somewhere around 40 to 45 minutes. I think that's a really much better place for it to be. Anything else beyond that, I think it's overkill. I don't need the phone to recharge in half an hour. It's a nice luxury, but I do want the phone to charge to full between 40 to 45 minutes. And I think 65 watts, that extra 20 watts would really help with that. That's a technology that they've got on tap. They use that on their tablets. I think they need to bring it to their Ultra phone. Wireless charging is 15 watts. I think that needs to move up to 30 watts if that's possible. But again, it's a bit conservative in terms of how they're doing it, in my opinion. So just something to consider in that, in respect to. But overall, it's respectable. Battery life is, is good. Still doing more real world testing, but I've done my battery drain test, so definitely go check that out. Worth the watch. Yeah, battery experience overall, it's a copy and paste job from the S23 Ultra. I was hoping that they were at least going to put 65 watts in that. I still think they need to. I still think they have to because of the competition and just the situation. I think sometimes fluctuating to 100% charge around 1 hour, slightly over or maybe slightly less. We want it to be solid under an hour, where 45 minutes of full charge. Yeah, I'll be very happy with it. But yeah, that's the battery experience when it comes to the Galaxy S24 Ultra. Oh, go to battery. Let's have a look. Let's see. Let's see battery protection. View details. Battery activity. So of course, this is when I was doing my drain test. Battery usage, screen on time. System may appear, okay. Interesting. Interesting. So, okay. Obviously you got your charging settings there. Wireless power share is something I supported, of course. And yeah. Right. Of course, right now, when it comes to power saving, everything's disabled. I did that for the battery drain test. Device care, we've got device care. And obviously I'll be using a standard performance profile because that's what's come out of default. Yeah, I might probably switch it to light and see how that goes as well. Yeah, I might do a comparison between standard and the light. Right now I'm in my comparison element and bag, so I think it's something that I'm gonna stick to in doing that. But yeah, that's the battery experience. That is the battery experience. Really love to see it. Really, really, really love to see it. Wow, over 100 concurrent viewers. Really, really appreciate it. Let's jump into the comments and say hi, then we'll go into the software experience and see what's good. Bam. Bro, what do you think of the durability? Karaoke battles on. Yeah, I got you. Nice one. Loving the in-depth stream. That's what we are, man. That's what we do. We're getting close to 3 hours. This is what we do. This is what these special edition live streams are all about, man. Unadulterated, unfiltered. It's a long, in-depth one, but hopefully to make it engaging and feel like you are not wasting time and really gaining value from seeing something, especially when it's early access and you are planning to buy it. So I'm glad you are appreciating the in-depth stream. That there might be a software update for the camera. Not my issue. We'll wait for tomorrow and see. Wow, that's mental. Of course, I'm getting really spoiled by the 80 to 100. Yes, dude, man, listen, I've come from that world. I know it. My best performing videos are charging test videos, and I always appreciate those phones that charge in 30 minutes. It makes it a less longer video compared to the phones like the iPhone and stuff that you're doing 2 hours of charging. So yeah, honestly, this is great. This is great. This is great. But at least 65 watts. Can you update on how the S24 Ultra will perform after the 23rd? Yeah, sure. I'll be doing camera comparison. The camera comparison with the S23 Ultra and the S22 Ultra, I'll wait for the update for that one. Yeah. Damn, the Oppo and Xiaomi overkill charging. I think anything more than 65 watts, I don't really need, but 80 watts upper limit, that's a full charge in 30 minutes. That's the upper limit. Anything else is just overkill. Do you have the S23 Ultra? Yeah, I've got the S23 Ultra here, S22 Ultra, S24 Ultra, 3 generations of Samsung's Ultra flagship, 24, 23, 22. I was gonna say 21, can you do something for me? And you guys are really showing great support on the battery drain test. Really appreciate it, man. Really, really, really appreciate it. Okay, so what else do we have? Well, so please do a comparison on both screens. I heard the colors are better on. Yeah, I did that already. I did show it, so you can go back and see that. We need to get through. Is it true that when you upload photos and videos to Instagram, the images are super HDR? Yeah, that's one of the features that's there, and it works. The optimization with Instagram is really good. I love the body of the Ultra. Yep, S24 Ultra. But if the cheapest S24 takes great photos, yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting that in so I can really test it for you to see. From the Galaxy Note 8 Duo, oh, listen, you're good. I could even feel that the cheapest S24 is going to be a huge upgrade. It will be. What do you think about the AI being a paid subscription? We don't know. It's not confirmed yet, so we'll see. I want the Snapdragon, can't do Exynos. Yep, get Snapdragon if you can. Thanks for the review, really appreciate it. Of course, software. We're going to switch to software and talk all things related to software. What do we have when it comes to the software experience? Okay, just so we don't show certain things. So what we got here is the latest update. We've got 6.1, right? 1st of January. We'll see if there is an update tomorrow to fix anything. And we're going to go to About Phone, Software Information. That's what we have here, Android 14. And of course, that's the new Space Interstellar Travel. Bang. And then it's like, do, 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 do. Call me when you need some, call me when you need some, call me when you need some love. So, what do we have in terms of the feature sets? Of course, you know, we've got things like, you know, the interpreter, so I don't want to expose my telephone number. That's why. So you've got obviously Live Translate, which is what it works with when it comes to. Just don't want to expose settings. Live Translate. So Live Translate is here. So if I enable it, so we go to English, United Kingdom for me. No, German. No. English, United Kingdom for me. We're going to download. So obviously I have to download the packs and whatnot. Call me when you need some, call me when you need some, call me when you need some love. Okay, so it's downloading the packs for United Kingdom English, which is the English I speak, you know, with the U in the color, you know, and aluminium, not aluminum, you know, no corner cutting version of English, just putting it out there. Okay, so we'll look through other person's language. There's 13. So obviously we had that demonstrated in Korean, but you know, you can obviously call as part of the call assist feature. I'll demonstrate this a different time. Obviously I don't have anyone in a different language that I can, you know, call right now and get that demonstrated. There we go. Obviously you've got things like the transcribe features with Samsung Keyboard, where you're able to obviously transcribe and summarize. You've got, you know, Samsung Notes. So with the notes, not now, it's stuff that you can summarize. If you go here, you know, there's a lot. Note Assist. So obviously Note Assist is on. So being able to summarize and stuff. Again, it's all really relative, and it's all good in that sense. Interpreter, okay, agree. Voice. So voice recorder's got the voice assist as well, the transcript assist right here. So that's another thing to consider when it comes to obviously being able to transcribe different styles for interviews, standard. So being able to get multiple people in there. So you got all your recordings. If you transcribe, I don't even know that I had savings there. So okay, interesting. You can go to summary. I think this is old 2017 recording. So, okay, this is my S7 Edge long-term review. Discussing the S7 Edge, one of the best phones for 2077. Evaluating it is still worth considering 2020 amidst the newer phones provided. Interesting. Okay. That was my old, that was me starting out. Okay, interesting. Okay, I like that. I really like that, actually. And then obviously what you can do further is you can transcribe it and change it to a different language. So you can translate it, and you've got the German that's there as well. So it's really, really powerful stuff. It's really powerful. I think it's in a great place to start. It's really powerful stuff. And of course, if you're using a Samsung keyboard as well, it will give you different suggestions. Let's go here. So if you can see, translate chats and writing style, okay? How are you? So writing style. Professional, how do you do? How's it going? I like that. How are you? How are you doing? How are you? You know, so yeah. You've got different, you know, obviously spelling and grammar. That's something I really appreciate because boy, believe I struggle with that. And then obviously chat translation as well, which is great. Which, you know, you can change. Let's just say German, and it changes it to German. So it's really, really powerful stuff. Like, I actually really like it. I think it's really good. You know, there's some ways, there's so many different, like I showed you the editing stuff for generative. It's crazy. It's crazy. There's a lot here. There's a lot here when it comes to how it's working. If we go to translate, no, so interpreter. And then of course you've got circle. Okay, let's see if I go into I'm trying to find. Okay, let's see if it will recognize this land piece here, right? So we're gonna pop out the S Pen. Let's do circle. No. Let me just take out the S Pen. So let's go here. And then we're gonna circle this. Interesting. Search is actually very fast, but it hasn't got the right place, but maybe that's quite tough for me to do. Let's do this and circle the BB droid. Didn't get the BD droid correct. All right, let's do the SAP center, for example, right? And see if it can get where the SAP center is. Right, so we're gonna do search. And then we're gonna circle SAP. And it says there, SAP Center. So I like the speed of it, man. Santa Clara Street, San Jose, CA, bam, SAP Center. SAP. SAP. What's up, Santa? let's see with this jacket. Let's, right. Okay, snap, it got it. It flipping got it. Nice, nice. And I think that's, yeah. Circle by search with Google, that's probably going to be my favorite one. It's fast. I just like the speed of it. Again, software-wise, I'm not really so hella pressed about software, in my opinion. I'm more of like, someone that focuses on the camera, battery experience, display experience, performance and stuff like that. That's me personally. But software-wise, man, I dig it. Software-wise, One UI is the place for me to be. I do appreciate the aesthetics that comes with the Pixel experience when it comes to Google in terms of, Material U and the aesthetics and the design and the vertical drawer and just how the haptics and stuff. I do appreciate it, but it's just in terms of a feature set and now the performance that comes with this platform and everything. Yeah, honestly, yeah, this is software-wise is great. Now we've pretty much gone through everything that we have on here, man. The price of the Galaxy S24 Ultra is in a very high place, $1,299, effectively the same in UK pounds, £1,249, and you could be spending upwards of close to £1,600. Is it worth it? I think it's worth it for the principle of, if you're doing an Ultra, do an Ultra properly and unapologetically, in my opinion. Do it where there's no holds barred, because once you go over £1,000, phones are default not worth it. You should not inherently need to be spending this much, but you see, you're justifying things like 7 years of OS version updates and security updates that come with it. When you're justifying the performance that comes with it on a hardware level, with additional high megapixel cameras that can shoot 8K, that have the flexibility to not stop recording when you're in 4K 60, and you're also able to do macro mode, you're able to do 24 megapixel. Like, it becomes more justifiable when so many things are done right. The use of titanium, the use of a new generation front glass that makes it so much less reflective, a clearer image, a much better experience, symmetrical borders, flat display that makes it easier to manage with screen protectors, high resolution, 120 Hertz, Super AMOLED when it's dynamic 2X, and also the ability to push beyond a high crazy 2000 plus nits. When you add it all up with the S Pen support, with everything that comes with it, the big battery, the fast charge, it becomes more worth it and justified. Do I still think this is the perfect device? It's the perfect device for me. It's still my phone of the year so far, and it's still my phone of the year where I'm that damn impressed as a complete compelling package, right? Is that the end game? No, I've described that, they need to move to an all 50 megapixel high resolution sensor platform for the rear cameras and also high resolution for the selfie. Go back to the 48 and the 40 megapixel selfie so you can shoot 8K as well. Build from that. There's so much that I still believe they can do to really nail it, and I think if they drop it to 50 megapixels on the main sensor, work on the tuning and the processing, it will still be one of the best when it comes to video, and it can really match and beat the iPhone. It comes close actually, and it's the best that you see on an Android, but it's just one thing to consider. Overall though, man, this is a solid, strong 9 out of 10 for me. And in most cases, when I'm talking about my bias, it's a bloody well 9.5 to 10 out of 10 experience, just because of the fact that the build quality is 10 out of 10, the display is 10 out of 10, the performance is a strong 8.5 out of 10. The camera, in terms of the whole complete package and experience, is a great 8.5 out of 10 for me. All these things put together, right? I really love what Samsung have done here, and I'm not easily impressed nowadays with what I do and the access of so many different devices that I get. Yeah, Galaxy S24 Ultra, almost 1 week later, love this phone. It's my phone of the year. You disagree this early, cry about it, not really my issue. Put my thoughts out there and say that they've done a fantastic job. I love this phone, and I'm glad that this is gonna be my main personal phone for 2024 on my main personal number. Now the business line though, hey, there's a ton of foldables coming out that will be slotting there, and let's just hope and see what they bring to the table. But for now, for the traditional slab phone that I always put in a personal phone, yeah, Well done, Galaxy S24 Ultra. You've won my heart. And that's it, baby. We are done with this special edition of the Tech and Chill Show Unplugged live stream of the Galaxy S24 Ultra. Let's jump into the comments and see what everyone is saying, and then we'll be wrapping up and signing out as we're hitting the 3-hour mark. Crazy. What's your go-to phone? Android. I test iPhones, but I don't use them in that sense. Please do a video on the Exynos 2400. When I get it, I will do. I do not have the Exynos devices for the S24 Plus and S24. When I do, I promise you, you will get that experience. Your content is exceptional, highly in-depth, unlike anyone else on the YouTube. Such appreciation. Really, I appreciate it, man. That's my bag. And I really appreciate it. Man, you guys have really been showing out. Like, we are on a massive high at the minute. The fact that, you know, we were as high as 138 concurrent viewers. Like, you all really showed out, man. I really love what you've done. This has made a return of the Tech and Chill Show Unplugged, so something I'm really looking forward to. Stay tuned. Every Monday we do this, man. How about the multitasking? Samsung are the kings of multitasking. Kings. You will not have a problem when it comes to multitasking on Samsung at all. Should you buy the S24 Ultra, in my opinion? If you had a choice to buy the two X24, video about the Exynos 2400, please. Yep, when I get it, I will do. Mic check. What happened to the microphone?
And they've finally done the same for their Micro Four Thirds cameras with their new G9 Mark II.
Hello. I don't know what happened there to the sound, to be fair. Sorry, my bad. Are we back? Are we back? Okay, I'm just doing a sound test. I'm gonna just play one of my
Earlier this year,
videos.
Panasonic dropped the S52 and S52X. These are two cameras that had both the video prowesses of their powerhouses like the S1H, but combined it with their new face detection autofocus system. Finally, given their full-frame cameras amazing autofocus for video work, and they've finally done the same for their micro four thirds cameras with their new G9 Mark II.
Okay.
Now you.
So let's open up the S23. I'm just trying to stick to my own videos. I just don't know.
Earlier this year, Panasonic dropped the S52 and S52X.
I really feel like the sound is fuller.
Prowesses of their powerhouses like the S1H. Earlier this year, Panasonic dropped the S52 and S52X. These are two cameras that had both the video prowesses of their powerhouses like the S1H, but combined it with their new face detection autofocus system. Finally, given their full-frame cameras amazing autofocus for video work, and they've finally done the same for their micro four thirds cameras with their new G9 Mark II.
Okay, so
I'm usually the one.
yeah, I would say the sound on the S23 Ultra definitely sounds more fuller. Let me go to
Earlier this year, Panasonic dropped the S52 and S52X. These are two cameras that had both the video prowesses of their powerhouses like the S1H, but combined it with their new face detection autofocus system. Finally, given their full-frame cameras amazing autofocus for video work, and they've finally done the same for their micro four thirds cameras with their new G9 Mark II. Now I'm usually the one that does all the reviews.
Okay, so the Pixel 8 Pro sounds like it has a bit more like a bass chamber feel to the sound, if that makes any sense. Let's test that. I know this is quite a basic one, but I'm just trying to play it safe. Ah, Inception. Inception.
Earlier this year, Panasonic dropped the S52 and S52X. These are two cameras that had both the video prowesses of their powerhouses like the S1H, but combined it with their new face detection autofocus system. Finally, given their full-frame cameras amazing autofocus for video work, and they've finally done the same for their micro four thirds cameras with their new G9 Mark II. Now I'm usually the one that does all the reviews.
Yeah, I'll be honest. Speaker-wise, I think this is a nice improvement from the S23 Ultra. It's a nice improvement. It feels. I don't know whether this is down to obviously the slit that they've changed in terms of the grille. So if you see, that's one of the design changes that they've done there. So I don't know whether this makes a difference, but either way, I think the sound is slightly better. I think the sound is slightly better. Apologies for the lost audio. I don't know what happened there, but yeah, that's been tested. That's done. Looking through the last remaining. Shout out to Lover of Tech and Samsung. Really appreciate it. What else? Yeah, they're pretty much the same. Let's see. Yeah, it's just auto. So it's just auto. It's the same. I just kept it the same. It's the same. All right, people. All things related to the Galaxy S24 Ultra. Really appreciate the support. That's a wrap. Stay locked in, subscribed, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future videos on the channel, and also future live shows like this and special live stream reviews. There will be chapters linked in the description below. Shout out to the replay squad that also found this as well. If you do want a shorter version of this video, make sure you go into the comments and subscribe to the cut down, where there's going to be a condensed version of this. But if you're here, you want to watch all of it, yeah, feel free. Really appreciate your support for hanging in, man. One of the best live streams that we had in ages. Really appreciate the support, and it's good to be back. Have a good one. Have a good one. Have a good one. Peace out. Laters.